Morning! Morning! Is that a bit loud? Now, you see, I'm a bit worried because lots of people are on the Facebook Live ready to go, oh, we've started early today. That's yesterday's show. This is today's show. New shirt, new product, well, nearly new product, and me. Right, today's early bird, you're saving a fiver. You're saving a fiver. Now, we've got a quilt coming up later with Wendy Orlando. This would be perfect for it, wouldn't it? $39.99. Now, it doesn't... Oh, you go, save £5. Saving £5, it says there on the graphics. Now, what size is it? Let's have a quick look. We'll have a quick look. There you go. Early bird special. It's a so simple, super soft 80/20 cotton blend. It's queen size, 90 by 108 inches. That's 228 by 274 centimetres. Would normally be $44.99. You're getting it today for $39.99. Now remember, with one P&P for the whole day, so once you've bought this and checked out, that's your P&P done for the whole day. Whether you come in and buy a $5.50, whether you come in and buy a quilt kit, whether you come in and buy a bag kit, whether you come in and buy anything, it's one P&P for the whole day. I know, it's fantastic, isn't it? So the early bird is something we bring you, take money off for no reason. I think it lasts for 24 hours. No, yeah, till midnight, lasts till midnight. That's all it lasts till, isn't it? And then the new one will be on the website. Now, also, the other thing is, I need to tell you, which is a bit new, well, not new to Sewing Street, new to me, is every single thing that is on today's show is already on the website. So the other day, when we had Delphine Roche Gordon, no, that's not her name, Delphine Brooks, when she was on the other day doing her scarecrow, right? By the time we got to her show, it had sold out. So don't be waiting. Or you might be thinking, oh, I'm loving that quilt that Wendy's going to do at 11 o'clock, which I'll show you in a minute, right? But I can't be there at 11. You can buy it now. But I'll tell you all about that in a minute when I do the menu and everything. But what I'm saying is, if you're having a look now and you want to pop things in your basket, then obviously... it's the easiest and best way to do it. Let me turn that towards the camera. There you go. £39.99 is today's early bird. There you go. There's William Morris stuff going already, and that's in the gift section, in the gift department. First floor. What do they say? Going up. First floor, perfumery, haberdashery, and ladies' leather goods. Clean up on R5. Never do that, Grace Brothers. Anyway, £39.99. I can see the light shining off the top of Paul's head from here. Keep going through for this. You know what? Even if you don't need a queen size one, you can chop them up. Use it for smaller projects if you're doing cushions and things like that. You can sew them together if you want to, but you don't sew them together like a normal seam. You butt them together and do big zigzags across like that. I know, it's fantastic. What else have I got to tell you? Came a new way to work today. The sat-nav, I had the postcode that Hayley gave me, excuse me, she gave me a postcode to get here, right? No such address. So do you think that's a subtle hint? So then I had to look up the name of the road. Anyway, well, I've been coming round such a long way. Now it's really easy. Just head for McDonald's and turn right. I know. And the big yellow, I don't know what time is it open in the morning. But yeah. No, it's not. Someone said the other day it's not 24 hours. But anyway, the yellow M is lit up so you can see it from miles away. Did you see the moon this morning? Did you see that? You might not have been up. It was when I was leaving home, right? It was like a proper skinny sea. There was something in front of it, wasn't there? No, I'd never seen such, and Paul's saying the same now, little Paul's producing today, he'd never seen such it was a really, really sliver. Fantastic. 39. Oh, and Mars, yeah, we can see Mars this week, can't we? Of course we can, because Christopher, my friend Christopher, came on my Facebook page on Sunday and said his dad had said Mars was out this week. And I was like, oh, I prefer a crunchy myself, but there you go. $39.99. Now I can't have a Snickers, it's got nuts in it. $39.99. I know, brilliant. Look, I've got to get on. Hurry up and put this in your basket. Check out. Right, would you like to have a look at today's menu? Here it is. Right, so at 8 o'clock I've got tools and gifts. Don't need to show you a picture of anything in that one. The next hour is a weekend bag pattern by So Different with Wendy Orlando. Now, I thought she was going to be a Wendy with an I. I wonder why that is. So let's show this picture of the bag. There it is. That's one of the versions we're doing. Then what's the... Oh, there you go. Then the next hour, back to the menu, is Fabulous Fabrics. No, it isn't. You know, it's not Fabulous Fabrics. It's cottons, it's books, it's all sorts of things. Then at 11 o'clock, we have the hooray! I think that's how you say it anyway. Hooray! Lap quilt with Wendy Orlando. Would you like to see a picture of it? Look, now, there's enough in the kit to make 16 of those big blocks. That one's only got 12 on it, but you can make 16 of them. Wendy's going to explain why she only did 12. And because look, she made this as well. See, it's nice. Tilda. Oh, look, you've got it sideways, Jeremy. Jeremy Joe took the pictures today. He's got it sideways. He's very excitable to be here today. He's got a quiffed hair like me. Then at 12 noon, oh, hang on. 12 noon, got Fabulous Fabric. Now, it's not a repeat of the 10 o'clock hour. It's a repeat of yesterday's Fabulous Fabrics. But we did 5 hours yesterday, didn't we? Anyway, that's the menu. Now, what else have I got to tell you? If you don't want to get in touch, there are 2 ways to get in touch. The first one is the email, right? The email is studio@sewingstreet.com. I know the table hasn't been raised yet. I know he's had a whole 24 hours, but he's done nothing. Studio@sewingstreet.com is they go through to producer Paul. Now, you have to understand, he's not just sitting there waiting for your messages, so he might not be able to read them out straight away. But the other way to do messages is I've got Facebook Live open here next to me, right? And it comes through here, right? Look, so I can tell you that Jonah said good morning. Hang on, what's else? Laurie says, morning, love the shirt and the lovely colours. Oh, Pauline says it was Mars. Paul, it was Mars near the moon. Amanda also said the planet near the moon was Venus. Oh, now we've got a fight going on. Fight. Margaret says, good morning, John and all the team. If only you knew, the team is not, it's only 3. It's not a very big team while we're here at the moment. Pam Minnie Harney says hello as well. So I've done that. Right, now I need to tell you about split pay very quickly because it was launched on Friday. Now, nothing in the first hour is eligible for split pay, but what basically, look, this is the slide here. Items, £149 and over, will be split over 3 months, if you want them to be. You don't have to take it if you don't want to. Items over £799 and £799 are split over 5 payments. There's no interest. Now, I do need to tell you a few rules, house rules about it. One, it has to be on an individual item. You can't put lots of things in your basket, make it up to £149 and then get split pay. It doesn't work like that. And you can't use free P&P days. You can use it on a free P&P day, but you don't get free P&P. And also, you know, some days we have spend £40 and get a £5 off. That doesn't work with the split pay thing. And I said it has to be on one item. But you'll know, I don't know what I've got today. With the £5.50 later, right? Oh, yeah, let's go to the website. That's the easiest one. Go to the website, right? Now, not all of these things are available, I don't think, are they? Oh, okay, Paul sorted it high to low. Oh, hello, I've frozen. You're frozen, though. Go down. Move down, go down, move down. There you go, look, shop our catalogue. Oh. Right, there you go, look. So Paul's gone search high to low. The adjuster forms, we sold out of nearly all those yesterday. Hayley got more yesterday, so they've gone back on the website there. But can you go back up to the, oh, okay. Go to the sewing machine, the Janome Atelier sewing machine, or the Juki, I don't mind. Right, now look, you see, so it tells you that the machine is £2,799, but if you take the 5-way split pay, it's £559 and 80p. And where it's, and there's only 7 of those left, right? And there's even fewer of the Jukis. Just so you know. And I will show the Juki that we had yesterday. Well, the machine that Gary had here sold out yesterday. The one he had here sold out yesterday. But we've still got a couple. We're about to tell you because it'll say on the thing, won't it? Oh, one left. That's all of that one. But you see, you can get it for $559 for 5 months. You pay that for 5 months. I still don't know why it says proud to sell genuine gemstones on a sewing channel, but there you go. Anyway. So that's it. Hang on. Hang on. Morning, John. How you cheer me up. Oh, Nova, what a lovely thing. We'll miss you guys. Love the shirt and the cheeky banter. Good morning, John. If you raise the table, some of the presenters might disappear. Well, no. Now, Sheila, was it you? Was it you who sent the message to the studio saying how fat I'd got? I think it was you, wasn't it? Tim says, morning, I can't work out what's on your shirt. Oh, I'll give you a close-up then. Should we do a close-up, Jeremy Joe? In your own time, Jeremy Joe. Which one are you coming round on? Close-up? Leaves. Oh, belly, thanks. That'll really get Schiller going, won't it? Not belly, there you go. So it's leaves, it's autumnal leaves. Anyway, let's move on because we've got lots to show you. Hang on, was there anything else I need to talk about? Was there any important messages? It's the table, it's too low. No, oh, no. I tell you what I said, somebody just said, I've asked Vicky. Vicky's the shortest of all the presenters. And I asked her, and she said it was absolutely fine. It's only Sally Ann Harrison we'll have to worry about, but you can just listen to her. You don't need to see her, do you? Right, I'm going to do gifts first. William Morris gifts. Now, these are selling already. I just need to warn you. It's not long till Christmas, is it? What date are we today? October the what? 15th? 15th? 14th? Something like that? 14th? Page markers. Now, these are little. Right, Jeremy. But you'd only use one at a time, wouldn't you? Let me get it in the right picture. Oh, here we go. Oh, see, so it's not a bookmark then? No, I haven't. They're threads. Yeah, here we go, look. I wasn't going to open this, but Paul's telling me to open it. No, it's fine, Paul. Oh, sold out. Sorry, I can't show you. Oh, you just said sold out. Don't tell me things that aren't true, Paul. You can't be Bants and producing. Anyway, they haven't sold out, so I'll put them back there for you. Right, it's a set of 4 magnetic bookmarks. Paul's saying you can use it to show where you've stopped on the page. Well, you don't go to sleep till you got to the bottom of the page, do you, really? There you go. Now, 0800 001 44 33, that's the phone call. They're just they're around the corner. Walking distance from here. Oh, now the new way I come in, I don't go past that road anymore because it brings me in the other way to the roundabout that McDonald's is on. Not that way, past Greg's. Anyway, there was a queue outside Greg's when I arrived at 6 o'clock this morning. I know. Anyway, let's move. Well, it was 6:17. All right, they told me to come in late because the gate's broken. One of the lorries that came in knocked the gate down, right? And if you reversed into it, knocked over. So what they do is they put, you know the things they put around building sites? They put one of those up with padlocks on in the morning. So if you haven't got the... I don't know. So I have to come in later than everybody else. Next. Manicure set Golden Lily. Here you go. Can you see in there if I put them there? Or no, I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll take everything out. Oh, why has it got 2 nail clippers? No, they're both... Oh, yes, that one does the bits of back friend. We call them back friends where I come from. That cuts your back friends. That cuts your nails. And that's your little scissors with the little curly bit going up like that. William Morris Golden Lily manicures. Oh, and oh, hang on, that says 6-piece. Oh, it is. Look, I'm so sorry. No, this is cuticle. This is the cuticle one in here, look. Look, sorry. That's how well they're I can't get that one out. I should have practiced. There's a nail file in... Oh, there you go, nail file in there. What's the matter, Paul? Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll bring it back in a minute. Okay. So that's $8.99. 6-piece. You get the nail file, you get the scissors, you get the clippers, you get that pointy thing, you get those thingies, and you get that thingy there. That's sweet, isn't it? And it's also got the Golden Lily pattern on the little box. Oh, that's the most popular Golden Lily. Normally, Strawberry Thief is the most popular. If I'd known, I'd have worn my Strawberry Thief shirt today, but never mind. No, before we put it in, Paul, I'll just do these again because we made a mistake. We didn't make a mistake, but we said there's only a few left. Actually, they've rebought them. There are hundreds of these. When we went home last night, well, after yesterday afternoon, there were only 14. There's hundreds now, aren't there? Yeah, there you go. So $3.99. I will take it out then if that's the case, if you don't mind, because if you're like me, you might go, oh, what are they? I don't really understand what they are. I didn't really understand what they were yesterday. No, don't apologise, Paul. Look, so let me get the book out again. Oh, Lisa the Vicar's watching. You see, now you just said that. I know a girl called Lisa Vic, and I was like, what's she doing watching? Lisa the Vicar, yeah, but you just called her Lisa Vic then. Look, you see, so if you're working on a project, I'll put it, oh, we'll leave it on the desk, You can just put that on your project. So I said you only need one per book, don't you? But you don't, because imagine if you were like, oh, I need to mark that, and I need to mark the milk tooth book, because it's a recipe. Yeah, I want to mark multiple. Oh, that's unusual, isn't it? And fabric animals. No, I'm sorry, I don't know what this book is, but it's nice. Oh, it's brand new today. Right, let me put these away. There's a... Oh, don't try putting them back in the packet. Oh, no, there you go, there they go. They do open, look, they open up, look. No, it's not broken, look, because look, you open it up like that, and these bits inside here are magnetic. So you can put... No, they're not going to wreck your book or anything like that, but they're strong enough to hold on like that. I'd use them as fridge magnets, personally. Right, okay, that goes there. That book's not for sale today, but it's available on the website. Yeah. It's like a shower curtain, isn't it, that? Not that I have shower curtains. No, Jeremy doesn't have a shower either. As in, if there's one in the house. They do say it's healthier, though, isn't it? I have too many showers, I think. Right, okay. Good morning, says Jerry, from a very cold and sunny Havant in Hampshire. Right, I'm going to do the other needle... no, not needles. What are these? Nails. Manicure set, but this one is in Strawberry Thief. Hang on, let me just... hang on, which is the best way to show you? Like that, there you go. No? Come on, Jeremy, press the button. Push the button. Who was that? Push the button. I can see her face. No, not Atomic Kitten. It was the... No, it isn't. Yeah, no, it was the lady with the unusual name. No, it wasn't Donna Summer. That was in the 70s. This was like... Push the button. They did a dance like that. They kept falling out, and the group have changed. It's no longer the set. Sugar Babes. I know Atomic Kitten because I know Kerry. Oh, that's it. Anyway, look, $8.99, 6 pieces. Lorraine Kelly, no, she wasn't it. Now, isn't Lorraine Kelly a dame now? Didn't she get a damehood this year? Oh, now I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you this. No. I know nobody put me up for a damehood or anything like that. But I've got a letter from Princess Kate and Prince... No, what's he called? What's the husband called? The oldest one. The one that's going to be king. No, the next one down. Charles's oldest boy. No, he's not called George. What are we like? William! I got a letter via somebody else, all about me and all the things I did in the summer holidays. Well, it wasn't summer holidays. It was lockdown, but I like to call it summer holidays. Right. Okay, that's that and that's that. Glasses case. Oh, no, I'll go with you. I'm just doing all the gifts, that was all. You see, this is nice now. Now, I'm doing the red. Oh, I'm doing the red one, right? Which is the... I can't read it because my glasses are in the case now. $11.99. Nice, solid case, this one, isn't it? Come in. I'll show you that way. This is Strawberry Thief in red. But look, you get a matching cloth. It's nice. That's a decent size one as well, isn't it? It's like the magic trick all over again. Here you go. Won't work. Anyway, that's lovely, isn't it? Lined in black. Not Lorraine Kelly. No, it's not Lorraine Kelly's watching. Crazy Lorraine's watching. She says she's loving the glasses cases. No, loving the William. No, loving the glasses cases. I'm surprised I can see from here without my glasses on. Anyway, nice. $11.99, and then we've also got it in the Golden Lily, and it's got a cloth to match. Thank you, Carol. I'm a pound off my lightest ever. I don't mean from when I was born. I wasn't this fat when I was born. But do you know 2 years ago, I went on holiday, because I should be on holiday in San Diego right now. When 2 years ago, I was at my lowest weight for years and years and years. I'm 1 pound off that now. Oh, the colours are uplifting. I thought you were going to say the colours make you look thin. Isn't that weird? Golden Lily is the most... Not weird. It's funny, isn't it, really? Strawberry Thief's normally the most popular. Oh, actually, I've got my notepad today here with me today. Was that Golden Lily or was that... I was going to take notes, but it's been a bit hectic this morning. Right? $11.99. Okay, where do you want to go next? I'll do the trays. Now, these are perfect for sad singletons like me, because you can have your tea on your knee in front of the telly, and because I've got a lovely tray, it's got budgers on it that Julie bought me, right? But if I move one leg, for my TV dinner for one. Except I can't have a TV dinner, can I? Because there's all things in it I can't eat. Right? So, but I, cook my dinner for one. So this has got polystyrene balls inside it. And look, it's wipeable, downable. The only thing about it is my plates would be too big for that, because I've got very big plates. They're from Italy, darling, hand painted in Italy. Yes. What about potatoes? That is not sorry. That's about 4 sentences. £27.99. Gloria's a singleton as well. Gloria, there's nothing wrong with it, Gloria. Sometimes it's best, isn't it, that way? I think it's best. Paul doesn't think it's the best, but I do. Anyway, £27.99. This is the Golden Lily cushion tray. Look, I can't demonstrate it here, because I haven't got a chair to sit down on. Shh, shh, shh. Somebody's pushing the trolley upstairs, but very, very slowly. Oh, we didn't have the flight yesterday, did we? 9 minutes before the big noise. I can sit on the table, did you say, Jeremy? No, I won't do that. Well, I don't think it would work, would it? No, because I'll be too close. No, because once I get up on the table, I might not be able to get off again. This is nice. This one's $27.99. This is William Morris Strawberry Thief cushion tray. Was the other one $27.99? Oh, I didn't notice that. Morning, John. Love your belt buckle, says Susan. Well, Susan, you see, if the table was the right height, you wouldn't be able to see that, would you? You see, Elliot said he was going to make the tables higher. When he told Hayley about it, Hayley went, no, don't. You're not changing the tables. So I have to have words with Hayley. But she's still, she said, I've sent her 3 messages now. She's not replied to any of them. Not replied to one of them. But she sent me other messages, but just not replied to any of mine. She'll be in about 10:30. She'll saunter in about 10:30. No, it was her face she fell on. Yeah, she landed on her face. Nobody noticed. Good morning, John, says Gillian. Oh, hang on. How far is the studio from Birmingham? Oh, I don't know. It's not anywhere near. Okay, for example, from Stratford-upon-Avon, where I live, the studio we used to go to at Sewing Quarter was 29 miles away. This one is 17 miles away. So it's like half, isn't it? Almost half the distance. £27.99. June says, morning, John. Loving the shirt. Very autumnal. Thank you, June. Well, it is autumnal now, isn't it? I'm dreading the snow arriving. Right, where do you want to go next? Oh, now I don't know if it's open. I've got to open this because we can't find the one that's already open. Oh, no, hang on. Before we do that, we have to do the cutting mat first. Yeah, we need to do the cutting mat because I need the cutting mat on the table before I can... Now, this, right, they always say, don't they, get the biggest cutting mat you can for your space. This is a yeah, that's what I was showing you first thing this morning, wasn't it? Millwood extra large cutting mat, metric and imperial, 90 by 60 centimetres. £37.99 is a self-healing cutting mat. So that side is inches. That side is centimetres. What can I tell you apart from it's green, it's cutting mat and it self-heals. And it's £37.99. Do not roll it. Clive says good morning. Sue says really looking forward to the show. Your belt makes you look slim. take more than a belt. Love all your shirts, John. Do you have them specially made for you? No. Now, I'll put the link up on my Facebook page later because if you go via me, it's better. £37.99. So they're Claudia Lugly shirts, yeah, Claudia Lugly. But don't buy one directly. Go through my link. Oh, a little warning. Okay, right. Oh, and we need to... I tell you what else we need to do. We need to tell Adjustiform the measurements on their website are wrong, don't we? We did get more Adjustiforms back in stock, but already there's been a rush on full figure in the grey. Full figure in the grey, right? There's only a couple left. Right, okay, moving on then. Yeah, you can do that. I've got to try and open... Oh... Hang on, they're just looking it up now. We haven't got one in the studio, a fuller figure grey one, but it's the one with the post that goes down the middle of the body. Oh, yeah, this was Elliot's wrong. It's only a 3-pay split option, right? It's $49.99, isn't it? Where is it? Oh, no, $53.33, sorry. $53.33 a month, plus obviously the first one. Do you want to show? Right, it's the full figure one, but the bust measurement... Oh, no, that one's all right. That one was all right. That's not the one that was wrong. Yeah, the blue one was wrong. So they're the full figure one. I've only got 2 left. Okay, right. Now I'm going to have to rip this open, I'm afraid. He says... Oh, I don't... No, $31.99. That's a good price. Right, I'm sorry. I should have prepped this. I do apologise. Now, when you get yours home, don't open it like this because all the instructions are on the back. So don't do this when you get home with yours. Right, okay, look. Am I what? This will be a new blade, so this is good, right? Okay, so this is if you want to cut perfect circles or half circles. Let me put it down on the mat for you. Now, I apologise because when I'm at home, I don't like watching it with a mat on either because it makes my telly go funny. But, oh, no, I have to do it this way around, don't I? I know. So this is the ruler, right? You get both this and this in the kit, right? But this is the ruler, right? So what you do is... Oh, who's that from? Alison. I don't know what a message Alison's made, but everyone's saying, oh, I'm sorry, something awful's happened to Alison. Anyway, look. So it goes from a 2-inch to a 12-inch circle. That's finished size. It has a 1/4 inch seam allowance. The circles include a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Now, if you want to cut half circles, what you do... Oh, well, let me get the fabric and I'll show you. I don't know whose fabric this is. I've just picked it up from the studio. Yeah, as Paul's permission. I didn't iron this one. Oh, why am I doing it that way around? I can do it the proper way around, sorry. So what you need to do, right? Oh, Crazy Lorraine said this is one of the best things she's ever bought, this circle cutter. Right, okay. So, can you see this? If I put that down like that. You see there's a... Head out the way, John. There's a dotted line there, and there's a solid line there. If you want to do... Paul doesn't like that fabric. You were the one when I said, is this all right? You went, yes, that's fine. What do you think I was going to use on it then? Anyway, look, let's not row. So, otherwise, he'll have to go, won't he, if I... Right, look, right. So, if I'm going to do this upside down, but if you... So you can see clearly, right? You see on here, you've got a solid line. That's if you want to do a full circle. If you want to do half circles, then you match it up with the dotted line because that's got your 1/4 inch seam allowance on it, right? So what you do is this is very wasteful if I do it like this. So you line up your fabric there and there. So that's the fold in your fabric along there. You line that up with the solid line there, and then you choose which size circle you want, and that's when you get your cutter out, right? Now this is good because it comes, it comes with a safety guide there. Now if you pop that off, you see, now can you see in there, the blade is actually in there, and the blade only engages when you push, can you see that? Hang on. The blade only engages when you push it down, you see, like that. Can you see there? Look, right? So then what you do is, I'm just going to turn this around now so it's facing me. So you've got your fabric on the fold, and you've got the line on the solid line there, and the solid line there. Oh, hang on, let me I just don't want to get my head in the way, see? Now, if you've got a stripy fabric, which is the one I had earlier, you've got a line there that you can match it up with so that it's in a straight line. What you do is you get your blade, you don't press anything. Now you see on the blade here, there's 2 little nodules there and there. Can you see those? 2 little nodules there and there. See? Those little nodules in focus, when they're in focus, they go into the ridge. So let's say we're doing... Oh, I don't want to waste that much fabric. Let me just make the fold. Sorry, I just don't want to be wasteful, that's all. There we go, there we go. What's the matter, Paul? Right, okay, so that's on the fold, that's on the fold, they're all on the fold, and then what you do is you say, right, we're going to do a 9-inch circle. So you put the 2... nodules into the 9-inch groove. You don't push down yet. Now, you're wondering why the circles go beyond the half. That's so you can get the blade in, ready to go to do the circle, right? And then you literally push down. And you go around like that. Now, I'm not sure if that went all the way around. Oh! Perfect, right? And that will give you an absolutely perfect circle. Now, imagine trying to cut that out otherwise with that, you see. Now, the other thing I need to point out to you is, I'm just going to put the safety thing on. Did you see the way I went like that? That's because I'm cack-handed, right? It's actually got a swivel on it, so you can actually press and go round like that. I'll just do that again from the upstairs. Look, you don't need to go cack-handed like I did. You can swivel it like that. So if you've got dexterity issues, it works, right? What thing? Oh, like that, like that, like that. Right? And the other thing is, right, it's so easy to change the blade, right? You just pop the top off like that. Oh, hang on, you can't see that, hang on. Oh, Jeremy, did you not go on a training day? Right, so the top comes off like that. You see in there, you just twist that round. That's the blade unit there. Dispose of that safely, get a new one, pop it in there. You just line up the things, put that on, put that on, put that on, and it's done. Right, Paul's saying I'm taking too long doing it, cutting out. I think it's better to take your time. Don't rush these things. Do not rush these things. Yes, but what you were saying. Oh, the blade changing. I thought you didn't say that. The blade change would take 5 seconds. No, exactly. No apology, because you didn't say blade changing. You said, no, I'm not apologising. Anyway, have you bought it? $31.99. How many more shifts have you got, Paul, as a producer? No, exactly. Right. Let's stick with this because that's the circle cutter. This, I love this. This reminds me of, now, the piece of fabric that I was going to cut up now has a big circle missing out of it. There's some striped fabric on the floor over there. Anyway, I'll just show you this, right? Let me just show you, right? This is brilliant, right? Because this is going to, whether you're left-handed or right-handed, let me just square it off. Oh.
Straight to the oven.
Right, well, I'll just do it like this, right? So, let me just show you how it works, right? So, the blade and the rotary cutter's on this side of the metal here. You can do it backwards or forwards. Your hand is safe in the guide here. Press it down, pull it along, and it slices it off. Right, so that's how that does there. This blade needs changing. This is obviously an old one now. Right, so let me show you how it works, right? So, if you're going to be cutting 2.5-inch strips, let me show you here, right? So, you've got 1 inch, 2 inch, 3, no, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 5 inch, 6 inch, right? So what you do is you've squared your fabric off, and then you literally, now hang on, I'll square the fabric off properly now. So you literally line your fabric up like that, press down, zoom along, cut it off. There you go. So you've now got a nice square edge there. You want to cut a 2.5-inch strip. You just line the 2.5-inch line, come on, John, up against the edge of the fabric there. Hold it in place, press it down, pull it towards you or push away. Oh, you see, it doesn't work properly. There you go, just got 2 threads on there. And you've cut yourself a really lovely strip. Press your fabric first, though. And then if you want to do 2.5-inch squares, we just square that off. And then we measure again 2.5 inches this way. Oh, that's not 2.5, I've done 3.5. Hang on, I've done more than 2.5, haven't I? Who? Oh, it hasn't happened yet, has it? Oh, I didn't hear it. Anyway, look. Cut yourself some lovely squares as well there. That's an oblong, but there you go. And you can use it left-handed or right-handed. Pull it towards you, push it away from you. If you've got dexterity issues, it's amazing. I love this. $64.99. You can do up to 8 layers of fabric. You can do up to 8 layers of fabric on that one. Oh, we had a question about adjuster forms. Right. Right, okay. Oh, here we go. So let's get the chart out and I'll tell you. Right, so the lady's given us her measurements. Put the measurement. This is for the grey one, right? So what are her measurements? I've got to come... Her bust is 42 inches, right? Right, so you buy the medium. You buy the medium, because look, your bust is 42. You don't want to buy the full figure because that's too big. So you want the medium one because that ranges between 38 and 47 bust. And what's her waist? 37. So what you do is you put the you let the bust dials out, so your bust size. Then you let the waist ones out to as far as you need to go. You can always pad it up as well if you needed to. And then you'll get your size that way. So you need the medium, whoever that lady is that sent that message in. Pauline, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. I like that song, Pauline. Right, okay, ready, ready, done, 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 done. Right, I'm going to get rid of the mat because we've done all the cutting for now. Oh, do you know what? I love these. I love these. I'll put it down on the table. Back in stock today. Right, these are fantastic. Is this one open? No, I can't open it, you see. Oh, I can. Right, okay. I've got these at home. Ali bought me these as a present. Little Paul has given me permission to open these if anyone questions that. They haven't got the telly on in the office, they weren't here. Right, look, what you get, and this is the best thing, and this, ever since I've seen this, it's never gone up in price, right? $7.99. Oh, actually, it might be $7.95. It used to be $7.95, I think. But anyway, look, what you get, and what we need is we actually need to make a rouleau, really, don't we? So, you know, if you're turning like a belt through or something like that, what you get in the kit is you get 3 plastic tubes. You get a thin one, a medium one, and a John one. A fat one, a thin one, and a medium one. So that's Jeremy Joseph. That's me. That would be little Paul there if that was there. But right, but you also get 3 of these, right? You get 2 wooden sticks and a metal stick. Now, the way it works, now, I'm sorry, nobody's thought of making the sewing machine's not plugged in, is it? Otherwise, I could make you one. Right, so imagine, right, this is a fatter version, right? So what you do is if you're making a bag handle, right, you've stitched down there and you've stitched across the bottom and you want to turn it through. All you do is you just drop the pipe into the bottom of there. I'm not going to do it because it's not sewn. And then you get the stick and you push it through like that. And it turns it through instantly. If you're doing soft toys, it's brilliant if you're doing soft toys. It's brilliant if you're doing soft toys. I don't think there's one there, Paul. Anyway, £7.99. It's brilliant. What I'll do is for the next one, I'll make a quick one for you and I'll show you. What am I doing in the next? Right, in the next hour on my own, not Wendy's hour, I'll make you one and I'll show that again in the next hour that I'm on my own. And in the break, I'll make a rouleau and I'll show you. They're brilliant. Well, it'll be easier if I do it in the next hour with a demo rather than try and carry on talking about it now. I'll do that again. I've got magnets here. They're brand new to date. Now, I'm not sure when you'd use these, apart from on your fridge or on the side. You don't want to put it on the side of your sewing machine because you don't like magnets on a sewing machine. Oh, I've picked up lilies, I think. It's called Botanical Garden. 78, finishes 78. They're ever so cute, look. So they come in a little box like this. I'll put it on the desk. They're brand spanking new date, but when would you use them? I know they'd look lovely as fridge magnets, but I don't know where they'd come in sewing-wise, that's all. Now, I'm going to open this one because they are stuck to the cardboard, but look. See, just take the cardboard. So you will ruin them when you open them. But look, there you go. It's like a fridge magnet. Can you see? Now, oh, where's the trolley? Where's my trolley gone? Elliot, where's my trolley gone? I had a metal trolley there earlier. There, that one there. Could you just pass it over? Thank you. There's nothing on the trolley except, oh God, these are heavier than they used to be, aren't they? Look, can you see? I'm only showing this because it's the only metal thing I've got around here. Oh, do you know what you could do? If you drop some pins, you could use them to pick up your pins, couldn't you? Look, they're pretty, aren't they? I'm not going to open the other one like this. I'm only going to open this one. Aren't they lovely? They're so gorgeous, aren't they? You get 4. I'm not getting the other one out. You get 4 in a kit. You get 4 in a kit. That one's lilies. Moving on. And the other one is floral. I'm not going to open the floral one. Yeah, I'll show you here. It was a loud noise, wasn't it? Is it sellotaped up? Now, there you go. Oh, I like those. Look at the floral ones. Can you see them? Are they in shot? Open it, says Bernie. I did. Oh, hang on. That's ages ago. Oh, sorry. The messages haven't been moving. Oh, error. I've got an error. Has anyone else got... Oh, no, it's there. It's back. It's back. It's back. It's back. Oh, Glenys is liking the trolley. I think they're from IKEA. John looks very pale this morning. I don't look pale. Something wrong with your telly, Glen. Was that Glenys? Did I just say? The show is better. Oh, what's the matter? I will crack on. I'm ready now. I'm just checking them. The florals are beautiful, aren't they? Right, moving on. Shall we do... Oh, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things left. Oh, that's all right. What? Oh, yeah, look at this. Look at this, right? Wait. Right, I'm just going to check before I say this, right? Let's make sure they haven't changed the graphics overnight, because they do things without telling us here. Watch. No, look. Go to the Long River website and see how much these are on the Long River. That's all I'm saying. You're saving £8. I don't know why. I don't know if it was an early bird. Was it an early bird? They forgot to take it off. Those snips cost $3.99, don't they? On their own, really, normally. Those scissors, they're more than $11.99. You've got pins and a thimble in there as well. Christmas gift. Look, oh, I'm looking a bit pale now, look. I look quite good in black and white, don't I? Anyway, carry on. Scissors. Yeah, we couldn't do this whole show in black and white, though, could we? Because I'd have to say, that's the green fabric behind the yellow one. Anyway, don't look at me. These are what's important. Oh, Cheryl says all her comments have disappeared. No, I've still got the comments, Cheryl. I'd lost the picture. Anyway, it's fine now. No, they're still there. They're still there. She means on the Facebook page. $11.99. I've got them, so it's fine. Yeah. Cheryl, you might have refresh it. Sometimes that happens if you slide it one way or the other. They disappear. Oh, these are now limited to $11.99. These are going to go. Is this your first day, Jeremy? Oh, okay. He's been busy elsewhere. Should we do some Tula Pink Sunrise? These are nice. These are lovely. These are Aurifil, 20 colours, 100% cotton, 50 weight, 220 yards on each. Now, you know Aurifil, they use they use Egyptian cotton made in Italy. Only the finest quality. Now, look, how many rolls are in there? 20. What's $33.99 divided by 20? Not even £2, is it? But look. These are Monkey Wrench. Remember the Monkey Wrench range? £1.70 each. That's good, isn't it? There's 220 on each spool. Right, hang on. I did work out how to open this. Look, Tula Pink or personal trainer. Look, it's the owl there. Look. Let me open them for you so you can see. Gorgeous colours. Look. Such a now, do you know what I'd do? This is how mean I am, right? I'd buy it, and then I'd give one person that and one person that, or I'd buy you this for Christmas, and then I'll give you that one for your birthday. Go into the colours, please, Jeremy. Chattering away. Go into the colours, pull in, zoom in, pan in, whatever it's called. Look at those gorgeous colours. Now, obviously, they look really, really shiny because they've still got the cellophane wrappings on. Wrappings. You can do a pan. Oh, you can't do a pan. We've got pan. Yesterday we had pan. What were they called? Those things that Wendy designed. Pan protectors. Yeah, right. Pattern weights coming up next. Now, I need to tell you because Vicky messaged me after the last time I had these on, and she said, did Paul not tell you they sold out in minutes last time we had them on air? Look. Ladybird pattern weights. These are the one that Vix was talking about. When Vix had these on her show, they sold out in seconds. Living in loveliness. At £13.99. They sell themselves, don't they, those, really? Look, aren't they lovely? They're heavy. $13.99. They're lovely, aren't they? Lovely pattern weights, those. Not too big, not too heavy. Perfect for just keeping your patterns in place. You get 3 ladybirds and 3 floral. Oh, hang on. Let me just show it that way because I thought they were going from upstairs. He's busy slagging me off, you see. He can't be to press the buttons. Lisa Vicker. What's happened to your Jeremy? Lisa the Vicar is Jeremy's mum, by the way. Sun is shining in Wirral. Oh, lockdown has begun. Has it moved to the Wirral now as well? Oh dear. $13.99. They're lovely. Let me put those away. Now, I've got them in quotes now. Come on, let me put that back there. I don't know why I'm saying come on, but... I like the colour. I like the colour of this box. I can't open them without taking the thingy off, and I don't want to rip it. Right, are you ready with the upstairs camera? Upstairs camera, without me putting my head in. What do they say? Enjoy the little things. Oh, that's apt for Paul, isn't it? Then I've got the wrong way around, haven't I? Beautiful minds inspire others. Beauty is all around us. Oh, you obviously haven't worked here. Oh, and then chickens. Chickens on a house and a peacock. They've got no writing on them at all. So, an owl in that one there. Enjoy the little things. Beautiful minds inspire others. Beauty is all around us. Peacock. Pigeon. And I'm not sure what that one is there. What bird's that there? Well, one's got a little crown on his head and the other one hasn't. It's perspective. The bird is really near, the house is far away, Jeremy. Anyway, there you go. That's lovely, aren't they? I'm moving those now. I'll put that in there, because they won't let me take time. Mini iron. No, I had this yesterday. $39.99. It's fantastic. It's a steam iron. In fact, I can show it to you. Oh, she's had it on this morning, but she doesn't left on. No, it hasn't. Right. This is where you put the water in, because it's a steam iron. That's the little windows there to show you how much water you've got in it. Steam on, steam off. Dial to do the temperature. You've got a little light here. When you switch it on, the light goes off when it's hot enough. There's your steam holes. Yours won't be brown like that. It's got a 2-meter cord, but what's fantastic is it has this ergonomic handle. So you can just, it's not on, don't worry, it's not on. Just slide it around like that. $39.99. These always sell. We have them in stock all the time. You also get with it, apart from the instructions, you get a little bucket like that and a little bag like that to keep it in. £39.99. Well, you see, it's got on it that you can travel. Ideal for needlework, handicrafts, and last but not least, when travelling. But you could be on a quilting holiday. Oh, talking about quilting. When this is all over, I'm going to be hosting quilting cruises. Not going to the Caribbean or anything like that. They're on like the River Rhine and the River Danube and all around Europe and everything. I know. Right, I've got 2 more things left to show you. This one I thought was going to be a box of soap, because it's a lovely box. Garden State of Mind from Aurifil, it's called. Oh, now it's not open, so hang on, can I tell you what's in it? Oh, it doesn't tell you. It's brand spanking new. Oh, now they normally colour the back in, don't they, the colours that you get in, but you're not getting 5 grey ones. You're getting a yellow, a russet and a pale green. And I can't tell you the other colours. Well, I can. How much is it? $17.99. I don't know if I want to open it or not, but we need to know what the other colour is, don't we? Does it not say on your 100% cotton, 5 spools, each 50 weight, 220 yards on each. But it doesn't tell you the colour. It's called the 2020 Challenge. I wonder what that is then. We need to look that up, don't we? It's very pretty, though. How much is it? $17.99. That's a lovely little present. Right. Anything you need to know before I go? No. Oh, yeah. Check the website for your split pay options. And where's Wendy Orlando's bag gone, then? Oh, have a picture. Look at the picture of it, then. Have a look. Oh, hang on. You're not ready? He's ready. This is coming up in the next break. It's by So Different. It's a bag, and we've got 2 colour options available. We will see you in 4 minutes from now.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
Hi, I'm Wendy Orlando and I'm a craft blogger. You can find me over at thecraftyco.com, and if you do head on over and have a peep, you will see that I'm a tutorial blogger. I do all kinds of crafts, but my passions are crochet, knitting and sewing, which I've done for over 45 years. In that time, I've made lots of mistakes, but I have learnt lots of tricks and top tips that I can't wait to share. What I'd like to bring to the Sewing Street table is to show that you don't need to have gone to university or have a degree in design to be able to sew. You just need passion, a bit of courage to take the first steps, and a whole lot of patience. Oh, and an unpicker. You will need an unpicker. I do hope that you will follow me as I take my Sewing Street journey, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon.
Shopping with us couldn't be easier. If you want to shop online, then you can head to our website, www.sewingstreet.com. It will redirect you to our sister channel Jewellery Makers landing page. Don't worry, you haven't gone to the wrong place. We're simply using their website temporarily while we're building our own web shop. Scroll down past the Watch Live part and you'll see all of the products that you will have seen on air on today's live show. You can also shop our catalogue by clicking a category, clicking a product to view closer and adding it to your basket. Once you're ready to check out, you will need to create an account, which is absolutely free to do so, but it will mean that you can check out on as many orders as you want throughout the day with still only paying one postage and packaging. If you'd prefer to speak to somebody in our UK-based customer service team, then you can do so via the free telephone line number 0800 001 4433. They will not only help you create an account, but will also help you with any of your online shopping.
Hi, I'm Debbie Shaw, and as a professional sewer, I really know how important it is to use a high quality thread. Well, you think about it. You spend a lot of money on your sewing machine, you'll spend a lot of money on fabric, and you'll spend a lot of time sewing. So why let your thread let you down? I know a lot of our designers and customers prefer to use Aurifil thread. Now, this is a family business. It was established in 1983 and they're based just outside Milan in Italy. They produce superior quality threads for domestic and professional sewers alike, and they've achieved worldwide success with quilters, sewers, embroiderers and textile artists who all appreciate the versatility and the strength of these threads. It's all made from Egyptian cotton, which is grown just at the side of the River Nile, and Aurifil only use the long staple threads, which gives their thread that strength. Each one of these threads goes through 15 steps before it even gets onto a spool and then comes to you to use in your sewing projects. Now at Sewing Street, we've collaborated with Aurifil and we've brought you two collections of threads. So we have the Quilters collection, and these are exclusive to Sewing Street. We've done a lot of research with quilters, and these are the colours that you prefer to use. So we put a whole collection together for you. The second collection is the Essential collection. So this is for the homemakers, for the bag makers, for the craft sewers, for the dressmakers. And again, these have been proven to be the most popular colours that you're going to use. So if you want your projects to last longer and your seams to be stronger, invest in some quality thread.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
How cute is this? How cute is this little bag? Now, you wouldn't get many potatoes in it because, you know, producer Hannah likes to take her shopping bag to the shops with for potatoes and things. But it's a bit more than a shopping bag. I don't know what they call it. What does she call it? Contemporary, oh no. Weekend, I'm sorry. Weekend bag? I'd get 2 pairs of pants in there. Oh no, well, you know what I mean. Anyway, it's lovely, isn't it? I wouldn't call it a weekend bag myself, but it's a lovely, sweet little bag. It's by So Different. I'll show you the bundles in a second, right? Now, I need to tell you something, right? So what you get in your bundle is you get 2 meters of fabric and a pattern, right? You will need a magnetic clasp, or you will need a zip, or you will need some D-rings. I'll tell you about that in a second. But isn't it cute? Because it's got a pocket here. It's got a pocket here. It's got a pocket here. This is more like a chocolate bag, isn't it? Where you have your sweeties. And then, you see now, Wendy's going to explain all this to you then. The pattern itself has a zip across the top. But don't worry if you haven't got a zip, because there's enough fabric in the bundle to make 2 outer bags. You just need to get a little bit more. Let me show you the lining in here, right? I'll show you the lining in this one first of all. Right, so that one's got the green lining in it there. You see, this one, if you make a second one, look, it's not got a zip in it. It's a completely different, well, it's not completely different. It's the same bag, but instead of having the zip in it, right, you have a magnetic clasp there. And just find just either, I've got some lining fabric, or you could just got something in your stash there to make the lining with. So let me, before we meet Wendy and see Wendy, let me take you through what I've got for sale in this hour, and then we'll get on. Right, so bundle 1, the one that is made out of, you do get, no, it has to go that way around. You do get the pattern. Oh, hang on. Are you coming, or am I going to lift it up? All right. You get the pattern, and you get 1/2 metre of the green, which Wendy's used as lining. You get 1/2 metre of that. Oh, now, do you remember this canvas from this week? That was really popular this week, wasn't it? It's like a painterly canvas. You get 1/2 metre of that. You get 1/2 metre of the kind of now it's called coral, the coral cotton canvas, and you get 1/2 metre of the grey cotton canvas. That first one is called chartreuse, but I'll tell you about that in a secondo, right? Because that's not cotton canvas, that's a cotton, not a cotton canvas. That's the first bundle that you've made that one out of. The one that Wendy is going to be demonstrating today is you get 1/2 metre of your navy blue cotton canvas. You get 1/2 metre of your ochre cotton canvas. You get 1/2 metre of your gorgeous cotton. And then you get 1/2 metre. Now, I think this is either Osnaburg, because it feels just slightly different to the cotton canvas. You get 1/2 metre of that as well, plus the pattern. Right, so that I don't disturb Wendy during... Oh, it is the cream cotton canvas then. It is the same. It doesn't feel the same, but anyway. So that's that. Let me show you what else I've got for sale in this hour. Then Wendy can demonstrate us to her heart's content. So if you do decide to make 2 bags out of it, you've got enough fabric for the outer bags, but you'll need to buy some lining. So I'll show you the chartreuse first of all. I like this. I've not seen this before. This is a bit like when I used to have to do dyeing at 20th Century Costumes. It was supposed to be a solid colour. My dyeing would always come out looking like this. Chartreuse cotton. I wouldn't call it chartreuse myself. Grass, I'd call this. Grass. $3.99 for 1/2 metre. Remember, if you want that, if you're thinking, oh, that like a dress made as that, you can buy it as much as you want, but you have to buy it by the 1/2 metre. So if you're on the website, 1/2 metre is 1 unit. Then look at this one. I think it's just called orange, this one, isn't it? Nice. In an ideal world, it would be ironed, but we haven't got anybody to do the ironing. I'm sorry. Oh. That's your orange cotton mixer fabric. $3.99 for 1/2 metre. I do apologise about the creases. Let me put it over that way so you can see it a bit better. Anyway, $3.99 for 1/2 metre. Right. You might already have some of this in your stash at home, but you're going to need a little bit of iron interfacing. Now, you're getting a metre square in here. You don't need a metre square for the pattern, but it's always good to have in your stash, isn't it? Oh, now I've got to put it like this and like that. New rules. I can't get used to them. There you go. Iron on interfacing, medium, 1 metre by 1 metre. £3.99. Now, you saw earlier that I had a magnetic clasp, or Wendy put a magnetic clasp on her bag. There's just one in there, large, in gold. $2.99. And last but not least, the D-ring. Now, you can't see the D-ring on the outside of the bag. But, you know, if you're like me and you keep losing your keys and things like that. Oh. Oh, there it is, there it is. Look, I have a little tab inside. You need to get one of those things. What's those little things, Paul, that you like? Those swivel clip things to put your keys on or something. Just click it onto your D-ring in there. But you get 4 D-rings for £1.49. Just add it to your order. Just add it to your order. I would. Right, so that's everything for sale. Now we just need to learn how to make it. But first of all, right, I'm sitting down now. This is the joy of this new job I can sit down for. Wendy Orlando, how the devil are you?
Good morning. It's so lovely to finally meet you, John.
Exactly.
And I wish you told me because I love ironing. I would have ironed it all for you in the break.
Oh, well, there's no, I had the iron here. So.
No, there's one in
Oh, there's one in the other room?
green room.
Oh, never mind.
So the big one in there, I would have done it for you.
Right, now, So Different always do fabulous patterns, but I need to ask, before we start, who's this aimed at?
It's actually a 3-star.
Which means?
I don't know the star rating because it can differ, but I would say not a beginner.
Right.
Although if you're a very advanced beginner and wanted to give it a go, because I'm going to go through every step anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just about sewing in straight lines. It's just how you put the pieces together.
Okay.
But I would say someone that knows their way around bags.
Right.
Because especially when you get to the end, it is a little bit confusing how you finish it.
Oh, okay, we can come. We'll make sure
when
we
we get
definitely
to
get
the end.
to it then. To
Yeah,
do that bit.
you'll see that I have made a bit of everything.
Okay.
And normally I would just try to do it from start to finish, but it
Well, you
says
could-
on there it's a 4.5
4.5 hour project,
Yeah.
it says.
The first time it did take me that, but because I'm a designer and I would have just looked at it and thought I know how to make it, I wanted to make sure I followed it to the rule,
Exactly.
which I did.
Well, yeah, because you're teaching us how to work it, so it's all very well you being at home going, oh, I know how to make this. I wouldn't know how to make it, so I need
Definitely.
you to tell me how
But
to
the
make
second
it.
time I made it, much quicker, because obviously I knew where all the pieces were going.
course.
And the bit that looks more confusing than anything is that front pocket that just wraps around.
This bit here, this one here.
The actual one that wraps all the way round.
Oh, okay, this
So
one.
that's it.
Oh, yes.
it
Oh, right.
looks-
Okay, I didn't notice that. So this pocket goes down the front here, but look, it wraps around. That's where little Paul would have his bottle of wine in the back of that one there, wouldn't he? On the back of his bike. Oh, I didn't notice that. So it's a pocket that goes. So it's very designer, isn't it?
It is, and it goes all the way round. So because the back is in 2 pieces, you have to slot it into the back before you finish the back.
Okay.
It's very easy, but you do need to. I would, sit and have a cup of tea and
Yeah.
read the instructions to just get familiar with it. So that's what I would do first.
Okay.
But it is very simple. You'll see.
Okay, now also the other question I've got to ask is that we discussed this earlier. The pattern itself suggests a zip. You need a 12-inch zip to do it with, I think I said, didn't I? 12-inch bag zip, right? We haven't got that, so you have to supply your own. However, if you're thinking, oh, I haven't got a zip, or I don't like putting zips in, or I don't need the... You've got an alternative for us if you don't want to do the zip. But what we're going to do, first of all, is show you how the pattern says to make it, and how they suggest you make it, and then we'll show Wendy's hack of what she's done to make it more simple.
And the hack is super easy though, John, because all you do, instead of cutting the fiddly bits out for the zip, you just cut 4, you see the top panel, the grey panel at the top here, well, on both of them, they're both grey.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You just cut 4 of those as opposed to 2 of them. So
Oh, okay.
on here, you get 2 different pieces with the zip, but on this one, the hack, you just cut 4 of them, so
Yeah.
it's even easier. What I would do is I would go a little bit further down with the clasp, because as I came to do the top stitch, it was a bit of a squeaky moment.
Oh,
but-
yes.
Yeah, and don't
But
look
you
at one
learned that
side.
from doing the hack, so
I
you
would
can
just
pass
go
that
down
on
a
to
little
us.
bit
Yeah,
more.
brilliant.
Right, so shall we get started?
Yes, please.
The first thing to do, and normally I would say just to trace all the patterns off, not in this case. It's very good quality.
Okay.
So you're going to be able to make loads and loads and loads and loads. I mean, you do put pins in there, so you will compromise the pattern slightly, and you can see it's a
We
little
had
bit
pattern
dogged.
weights in the last hour. You could use those. Yeah.
I could have done, couldn't I? But I like pinning. But I just explain a couple of bits about the pattern.
Right.
Very simple. But you'll see on here that there is a line that goes up and down.
Right.
Can we see that on there? We can. That just goes up and down.
Yeah.
That's simply the way your fabric pattern goes.
Oh, so that's the grain line, is it?
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So, and if you're using a pattern fabric, then you would just use that. And then all you do is just cut, mark around, and please make sure that you do cut all your notches out.
Okay.
Because it will make it so much easier, especially for someone that is just learning bags, if they do want to take this, I'm not saying don't do it if you're a beginner. What I'm saying, you may find it a little bit more difficult, but do make sure that you cut all your notches.
You don't think of notches in bag making. Do you think of notches in dressmaking, which shows that Laura's comes from a dressmaking background, but you wouldn't automatically think about.
And I wasn't going
notches
to. I thought, you don't need notches for a bag because it's not going to fit your body.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. But it just makes it so much easier when you're lining up.
How big's the seam allowance, and is it included in the pattern?
Brilliant. This is what I love.
Okay.
It is included, and it's a 1 centimetre. And what I would do is, because you'll notice the notches, if you cut the notches, try and cut them smaller than they need to be, because you don't want them to encroach in that seam allowance. I did make one of them with 1/4 of an inch, and again a couple of times I thought, ooh, but it is a 1 centimetre. And I'm not sure if people with the machines, with the straight stitch, because you're working a straight stitch, the width doesn't come into play. So that means that you can move your needle from the left and the right. Just have a place. So you want to sew down a piece of material, but the edge, obviously, because you want to, and just measure it, and then just move the needle accordingly. So that's what I've done. And actually, I know that, I think it was a 2. So I've moved the needle over to the left to incorporate that. But
So that means
use.
you've got the centimetre
I
seam
have the
allowance
centimetre
there.
seam allowance. But some people, especially if you're new to sewing, may not realise that in a straight stitch, obviously you don't need the
No.
left and right,
No.
so that's when your needle moves.
Or they're old as me, and in those days you couldn't move your needle, so you put a bit of washi tape or a bit of masking tape where the edge of the fabric had to be, and just kept it like
I'm
that.
with you. I'm not far off of you, John.
Oh.
So no, I am not really not far off of you, even though I do now. I won't tell anyone.
No.
But I do know now that I think you're 41 now, aren't you?
No, yeah, 41.
41, yeah.
Yeah.
So cut
Right.
round all the pieces,
Yes.
and you'll see with the 2 bags, one of them had lots of flowers on them, and if I were to do it again, especially if you get that colourway, don't waste. If you'll see on the front panel, I use the material on the front,
Right.
which means that it's tucked inside the pocket and wasted.
Oh,
so
right.
I wouldn't do that.
Oh, yeah, down there.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, so this panel here, leave that one as floral, but don't necessarily do that one as floral, because most of it
Well,
is inside.
it's all floral, it's one
Yeah.
panel. So what I would have done is I would have done it plain,
Okay.
because, I'm a bit frugal and I like...
How do you know? I mean, I know you've got 1/2 metre of each fabric, so it doesn't matter. You have to use the thinner cotton, obviously, for the lining.
Well, I guess you don't, but it would be silly not to,
Yes,
because
exactly.
you want the lining to be
But then it's
thinner.
up to you where you put the florals, where you put the plain, where you put the coral, where you put the grey and things
And
like
with
that.
the hash, I was limited because I'd used so much of the floral on the first bag, but then I think it's nice because...
No, I quite like that one. 'cause
I love it.
It's the highlight.
It's subtle, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then with the handles, I've just subtly put a little bit on the edge just
Yeah.
to tie the 2 together.
Nice.
So the first thing to do is cut all your pieces out.
Right.
And I've kept them with them so I know what they are, so I can refer back to them.
Yeah.
And with the pattern, it's a long, thin one, John. It's a long, thin one.
Oh, okay, so it's not a booklet, it's a... Yeah.
It's a long, thin one. And it's very easy to navigate around the pattern.
Right.
And you've got the right side of the fabric, which is blue, and the wrong side of the fabric, which is grey, so that you can see what part is what part, and then you just work through the steps. What I would suggest, though, is when you're making the front, and I will show you that, because that's what we're going to do now,
Right.
the front has pleats in it.
Right. When we say the front, I'm going to show you on the plain one, because you can see them here. You mean this section here?
Which is actually this section, which is that section. So remember me saying that I shouldn't have wasted all the floral
flowers, yes,
material.
yes.
That is...
Come on, girl.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I wasted... That bit doesn't show. So I wouldn't use floral for the next
Yes.
one. But this has to fit the band.
Right.
And you have to put pleats into it. So when you're putting pleats and you have to fit it to something, it's always a little bit of a scary moment. So what I would do is actually just check that when you've put the pleats in, that they do actually fit.
Yeah. And the pleats, they're not loose pleats, they're stitched down pleats.
They are stitched down.
And why is that to give more room in the base of the bag then? I don't understand why they're stitched.
It's that one, as I say, that's the hash, so I didn't box it off because, again, some people are a little bit scared of boxing bags, but
Are they stitched all the way down the pleats, right? The whole length
they
of the
are.
panel?
So they, I think, I haven't designed it. I think they're decorative.
Yes,
to be
no,
perfectly
they are,
honest.
because you'd think that you'd be stitched so far
Yes.
down, and then you'd leave it so the bottom of the bag would actually fit more potatoes in the bottom of the bag.
Paul, Paul, I'm thinking of Paul,
that's
aren't
Paul.
I?
Oh,
Sorry,
no, don't
Paul.
worry, we had people messaging yesterday going, oh, Paul, I recognise you from somewhere. No, anyway.
Sorry, John. You would not put your potatoes in that bag, John.
Why not?
Because it's too good for potatoes.
You know Hannah. Anyway,
So I've marked and it's had a few sleeps, so I can just about see them here. I'm just going to mark them again just to show you. And then all we do on the front of, this is the front, and it tells you exactly what it is and how many to cut.
Yeah.
And it tells you that you've got your 1 centimetre seam allowance included, which shows that you've got a centimetre. And I'm just going to put it, so I've already done those two. Let me put this in. It's very cold in here today.
oh, is
John.
it?
Wait,
Turn the aircon off a minute then.
Oh, have you got the aircon on?
Yeah.
Oh no, don't do that.
No, no.
Then I'll be.
Because when I came in this morning, it's about the hamsters.
Oh, no. My hamster didn't smell like that, John.
Eh? You weren't here. It was Little Paul.
No, my hamsters. I used to have hamsters. They never smelled like that.
Oh, he's saying he's got nice aftershave on today. We had gerbils when I was little.
Oh, we had gerbils as well. Yeah. Little rodents, love little rodents. And sorry, I'm just remarking these because for some reason, and these pens don't normally do this, but it's gone.
Well, it's because you got the air erasable one, that's why.
No, this one is the.
I thought the blue one was air erasable.
No, the blue one is the water,
Oh, okay.
and the
And the
purple
purple
is
was
the
the
air.
air.
I love the purple because you can just leave it and it disappears, but of course you can't do it the night before. No. And then all you do with these pleats is you've got these marks here, and they just fold over like that. But
do they all go in the same? Oh no, they all go towards the centre.
They go. Well, they do. The pleats actually go towards them, but then it looks like they're going out towards the outside. But yes, the pleats are. Yeah. So then all we do is we just fold it over, and we line that blue mark up, and that blue mark. Okay. Are they going to be going the right way? I'm just going to check. They need to go into the centre. So I'm just lining those up.
Right. So there's only one mark for each pleat, is there?
There's 2 marks, so they have to go like that together.
Got it. Can't see from here, that's fine.
Sorry, Paul.
No, it's not you.
Well, I'm trying to concentrate on not getting my head in because it keeps peeping in.
Oh, don't.
And I don't want Paul shouting at me today. So
Joe shouted today. Paul doesn't care today. Paul's a producer.
Oh, I've got a rest from Paul shouting at me today.
You haven't heard Jeremy shout yet.
No, Joe won't shout.
I've known him, man and boy. He shouts.
So I've learnt a little trick.
Yeah.
That if you just so I've folded that one back along that line.
Yeah.
And then if you fold it over like this, you can actually gauge how wide. So you can get it even all the way along.
Right.
And then all you do when you've done that is then you pull this one back open and iron it, and you've got a really neat pleat.
Right.
So you can see down there, it's all the same size. So I'm going to just sew this now.
Right.
Oh, I've got a messy table today, John.
Do what?
I've got a messy table.
Oh, don't worry.
Now for this one, I'm not going to worry about my 1 centimetre seam. What I'm going to do is get it quite close to the edge because then it will keep it all tucked down nicely. Perfect. And I'm going to use a 2.4 stitch because although it's decorative, it does need to hold that pleat down for me.
Course.
So I put it on a 2, haven't I? So it's way over there, the stitch.
You need to move it into the middle.
Yes, well, I'm trying to do it so that I don't, but it's not going to. Let me just...
No, let's be safe.
Yes, I'll be safe than sorry. So I'll pop it back in.
The machine that Wendy's using is the 550. It's back in stock, and it's now on split pay. It's now on split pay. You can get 3 split pay option, £166.33 a month. Obviously, on the first month, you do pay the £3.95 postal packaging, but the machine itself is £4.99. It's got 50 stitches. It's a lovely little machine.
And I've had a play, and it really is a lovely machine.
No, I love it.
So then we do the second one. So we're doing the last one now. But before I do this last one, I just want to make sure that when I do it, it's going to match the top band.
Right.
Because depending on how wide you do your pleats, because although you've got the markings, if you've got a fat nib, then it is going to make a difference.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to make sure. So we fold it over. Sorry, and my hands are so cold, so I am making this
we've
seam a
turned it
lot.
off, haven't we? The aircon, yeah.
I'll start warming up in a minute. I'm making it look a lot harder than it actually is.
You're not making it look hard at all.
It's very easy. I've really enjoyed making this bag.
Yeah.
And then again, we just fold it over just so that we can see. We can see that we're going to get that nice and even.
Yeah.
And then we open it back out. And then we've got our fold line that we can just iron. And now I'm going to check that I'm using a different machine, so I'll be very surprised if it does. Oh my goodness.
That's perfect.
So that's what you need to do first. And it doesn't actually mention that in there. And the first time I made it, it didn't fit.
Oh, okay.
And that was because, as I say, it makes a difference how fat your marker pen is.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to sew down that final one.
Okay, while you do that, Alan said, can he send in a message? Alan, send in your picture messages when there's no guest on, because obviously your Christmas socks are nothing to do with the bag. So if you send them in when I'm doing fabrics or something like that, that would be much easier. And I'll tell Paul to keep his eye out for them.
This is a very smooth machine, and this fabric is quite thick, and it's just coping with it admirably.
Oh no, for a small machine, it's very, very sturdy.
I think this is my favourite small machine here.
Say that again.
I think it's my favourite because it has everything you need, and I love the fact that it's got, when you put the bobbin in and you just put the cut,
Yes, yeah.
it just cuts it for you, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
So now,
for those who don't know, the 550, 560, 570 are all exactly the same machine. All it is the 550 has 50 stitches on it, the 560 has 100 stitches on it, the 570 has 200 stitches, and also the 560 and 570 have a few more buttons on it, sort of thing. Anyway, we'll carry on.
and they do make a big difference, and the reverse button's really good on here. The one I've got at home, it's not very good, and it's very frustrating. So you just work through the pieces now, and I just want to show you that we've made the front.
Right.
We've made the front here. So now we're going to make the pocket. But pockets, it was... Do you like my organisation this
Yeah, it's
morning,
very
John?
organised.
It's lovely,
It's
isn't it?
very organised.
Very organised. I have got every piece in here that I have pre-done, but there are so many bits to this.
Right.
So I've
But that's why it's important to keep your pattern piece pinned to it. So even if they all fell on the floor, you'd better pick them all up and go. If you hadn't got your pattern pieces on, you'd be like, is it this way around? Is it that way around?
Definitely. With the pocket, again, that's super easy. And it's now just telling you I have pre-marked where the pocket needs to go.
That's on the pattern then.
That's all on the pattern for you. So on here it is. And what I would suggest that you do is just like pierce the paper so that you can get your pen through.
Okay, little tip. Put a piece of sellotape
Oh, good idea.
where you're going to punch the hole, because that way it won't ladder like
And
a
it
pair
will
of
last
tights.
forever.
Yeah.
Top tip.
Well,
That's
not
brilliant.
forever, but as long as you look after it.
For as long as you,
Yeah.
yeah, just look after. Please look after them. And all you do on this one is, I thought also you could also bag this out as well, so it has a lining
Oh yes,
in
yes,
it.
yeah. So is the pocket just one?
But the pocket is just one layer.
Oh no,
which is absolutely fine.
There's enough fabric to bag it out, isn't there?
I would definitely
Yeah.
bag it out, so I would have a lined pocket.
Oh, even if you used the cotton on yours, you've got enough of this, haven't you? You could make a...
Yeah, you probably would have, yeah. I think
Did you
I
have
can't
any of
remember.
that left
I
at
did.
all?
Yes, I did. It's in my other bag.
No, that's fine. So
Yeah.
there would be enough to bag it out, then it doesn't make it too thick, because if you're going to do two canvases...
I wouldn't do two canvas.
Yeah.
And that's why you do the lining. But there's two canvases at the top, which is okay, but when you go to do the top stitch, it is a little bit
Oh, yes,
scary.
yeah, yeah.
So, and then all we do, and I am a huge, huge lover of these, John. These are one of the things that I use more than anything.
Glue pen, check
glue
the web.
pen.
Is that the one we do here?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And I think I bought most of the refills when they came
Oh no,
out.
I had refills on my first day back.
And then all we do, you've got the pocket here, and you can see how big it ends up when we've done what we need to. And all you do
Oh
is...
yeah, I didn't come back, sorry. So I keep saying, everyone keeps saying, you're back. Never been here before. Right. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Say this again.
That's
sorry.
absolutely fine. All you do is you use your glue
Yeah.
and you just draw a line and you fold it over 1 centimetre.
Right.
I'm not very good at measuring,
Right.
so that's... It might be 1 centimetre, it might not be. But what I decided to do was cut myself a 1 centimetre strip so that I could just fold it over.
Oh, and now I was about to say what I would do, but I do mine the reverse to you. So I would cut a piece of cardboard the size of the finished pocket and then fold the edges over.
That would have made more sense.
Rather than a skinny little bit like that. But then you get the sharp edges of the pocket if you're not going to bag it out.
That would have made
Yeah.
more sense, wouldn't
Next
it?
time.
Well, I thought I was being good there, but obviously not, John.
No,
So-
I don't, please.
And then-
we all do it completely differently. There's nothing
Exactly.
wrong with your
And
method. I'm
in
just saying,
sewing, the great thing is there's no right way
no,
and there's no
that's
wrong
what I mean.
way.
I
It's
don't
your
want you
way,
to feel
isn't
I'm
it?
saying
No,
mine's
that's
better
absolutely.
than
Sorry,
you.
I've been told, John, I won't do it again. It's fine.
No, we'll get people complaining.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah, go on.
So what I would do is when I get to the end with the glue, I would just bring it in a smidge, and you just want it a smidgen, because when you turn the top over, what you don't want to do is see the bits peeking out at the end. So that's all I've done with that. And then with the top, I turned it over a centimetre and I glued it, and then I turned it over again and I did a top stitch.
And also, when you're using fabric glue, first of all, make sure it's a glue that's been developed for fabric, because don't go to a stationery shop and buy that very famous one.
Please don't, no.
And also, you can machine through this and it doesn't get claggy on your needles.
And it really doesn't. And a top tip is don't draw it across, just kind of dab it upwards, because what you don't want to do is compromise the edge. And I will be really honest with you, this does fray quite a bit, so you don't want it to do that. So just little dabs, and then within that centimetre. And then all we're now going to do is we're going to line it up, and you can see on here we've got the pocket marks. I'm obviously not a centimetre because I'm a little bit in, but does it matter? It's for your phone.
It's a pocket.
It's for your
like
phone.
you say, it's not going to fit somebody. It's not like you're doing a bus start if you go off.
It's
not
definitely,
going to fit.
It will fit my phone, so that's fine. And so I'm just going to put it roughly, and then I'm pinning.
Okay.
These pins are from here, John. They are the
they the
best
flower-headed
pins
quilted
ever.
ones?
Best pins
Yeah,
ever.
because they're long, isn't it?
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. So pop them in the basket if you.
Don't iron over the top, though.
Please don't. And don't sew. Are you a sewer over a pin, John?
No. When I trained at Women's School of Art, we used to sew over pins, and as the years have gone by, I realised you shouldn't do it.
But yeah, I had a bit of a scary moment with one. Please don't sew over pins. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to sew quite close to the edge, all the way around, leaving the top open.
Do you reinforce the top bit, or do you just do a backwards, forwards, and carry on going? I'm just thinking, because if this was mine, I'd be like, keys be in the pocket, keys be in the pocket.
Always. I made the advent calendars a few weeks ago. Always reinforce the top of your pockets, because once you've gone in there once and you've broken that top stitch, then
you can do.
Well, not really. You'd have to undo the bag again, wouldn't you? So that's all I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start. A good tip, John, is to start in a little bit.
Yeah.
And reverse back to the top.
Right.
And I'm going to do that 2 or 3 times because I want it nice and strong.
Like proper reinforcing.
Oh, yes, proper, because the phone pocket will be used more than anything on the bag.
Oh,
for
yeah,
me.
I'm saying chocolate and keys, you're saying phone, fine.
Or keys, keys are good. Keys are good.
Oh, now Shelley's just gone, John, what was that? What happened, Shelley?
Oh, dear, what have you done?
What happened?
What have I done? What have we done, John?
No, let's have a look, see what's there. Oh, Trudy, what a lovely message. Thank you very much indeed. But I want to know what Shelley, Louise... That's Shelley, isn't it? Wonder what she said. She went, oh, John, what was that?
Oh, gosh.
Maybe they heard something that was... Oh, no, I know what you were talking about dabbing, right? And this is a dab, isn't it?
Is it a
Yeah.
what?
When
That's
the
a
runners
dab.
go like that, don't they? You say
they?
Bolt's dabbing, isn't it?
I didn't know that.
Well,
Again,
down with the kids.
you'll... See, I'm not down with the kids.
I'm the least person.
I'm not down with the kids.
Oh, well, was it not Usain Bolt? We've got the wrong person. All right.
And then when I get to the end, I'm going to do that reverse stitch again.
Yep.
But when I finish, I'm going to finish away from the edge.
Right.
And what that does, John, is when I come to cut that end off, the end is lost in the seam. Because you know, like if you leave it at the top, you've always got a little bit
of
peeping,
thread,
haven't you?
exactly.
So just do that. If you leave it, and then that's the pocket sewn on, and then we've got
Perfect.
the bit at the end. And I say this is quite a considerable, it takes quite a while, but just work through it. It's such a fun project to make. So now we've done that, and then I have done some of the steps for you. So I've made the handle already.
Right.
So that is really super easy, these are. So you just get your handle piece, you put the right sides together, sew down the edge and turn it out. That's the hardest thing of making the handle, was turning it out.
Okay, has she not got any interfacing in the handle?
No, and they do feel quite soft, don't they?
Yeah.
But because of the fabric is quite thick in itself, but you can do.
No, I'm just thinking, right, with the potatoes in the bag, right? If it's heavy, it might cut into your hand, you see, that's all.
John, I do not want to hear that you've had potatoes in that
I
bag.
don't buy potatoes, because, well, they are on Slimming World, but I'm not buying potatoes at the moment.
Are you on Slimming World?
I'm on Slimming World.
So you have sins and things like that,
Yeah.
do you?
I have too many sins.
So you make 2 of those,
Yeah.
but it's very self-explanatory, very easy,
Yeah.
so we don't need to make
Okay,
that.
perfect.
And then we've just got all our pieces, so we've got our tops, and then I'll put the pieces down we don't need.
Now, can I ask a quick question then? There's a seam here. Oh, that's on the pocket.
Right.
But there's a seam down the back of this. Is that because you've...
See,
oh,
that-
no, it's because
thi-
they're different fabrics. yeah.
Exactly.
I'll
This
shut up, I'll
this
shut
is
up.
where it now gets a little bit confusing.
Yeah, because you've only got... I thought that was the front and the back, but the pleats are only on the front, aren't they? They're not on the back section.
Yes.
My bad.
This is where this is a little bit more confusing now because we're now going to put the pocket
Yeah.
on the front. Right, let's get all my pieces together, John.
Yeah.
Now this looks a little bit scary, this bit,
Yeah.
because you're putting a top. If you can see on there, you're putting the top and it wraps all
The
the
grey
way
one
around.
here, and it wraps all the way around the back there,
So this is the wrap. They're calling it a wrap pocket.
right?
I don't know what I'd put in mine.
So it's okay.
I don't know what I'd put in mine, John.
In your wrap pocket, wraps.
Yeah.
They sell nice ones in Marks and Spencer's. They made a beetroot. There's
Oh.
beetroot in the
Oh.
wrap. Anyway,
They're delicious. I've had those. I'm just going to... See, you and me both. I don't like creases in my things.
you don't like?
Creases.
Oh, I thought you were still talking about wrap sandwiches. I was going, oh, I don't like this.
I've
in
never
my
had a
wrap
crease sandwich. I don't like creases. And with sewing, the more that you can get everything prepared and flat, the more it's going to
Yeah.
fit. And then you can see that that fits there. There. So
Right.
we now have to make it attached to that.
And this is where it's frightening because you've got 2 curves going in different directions, haven't you?
But it isn't scary.
No.
It isn't scary at all. So we're going to lay, and the only thing about these is that they look the same both ways. That's the problem. If you had the pattern, in hindsight, I should have probably done the pattern one because then you would see.
Yeah.
But you lay, and it does say it all on here for you, that you lay press the lower edge of the wrap pocket under 1 centimetres. So this is the top band, and you want the lower edge.
Right.
And you press it under
okay.
1 centimetres. Because what we're going to do in a moment, we're going to put that one, sew it, and then bring that all the way around here. So it needs to be wrapped under.
Oh, okay.
So it looks a bit confusing, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Yes, but it isn't. It isn't. So got my trusty.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're not.
Not on there, you're not, no.
Oh no, we're not. Absolutely. I'm going to get a bit of, I'm not going to be the first one that ruins that, John.
No.
I'm going to get a piece of paper. So as you can see, I'm just dabbing.
Fabulous.
Just dabbing. I didn't know that. Just dabbing. And then we fold it over 1 centimetre. No one's going to know if it's a centimetre or not. You
No,
just want
no,
to
no,
make
no.
sure that that edge of the fabric is down. And with the glue pen, don't do too much at a time because it's very quick drying, John.
Yes. It also does dry clear, so you'll never see it
Yes,
if
you
you
won't
have
see
gone too
it.
far down.
Absolutely won't see it. So all I'm doing is I'm just dabbing and folding. Now when you get around the corner, you need to try and make this as neat as you can. So if you need to scrunch the fabric up a little bit, then just do so. Oh, it's all gone quiet in here, John. We're concentrating, aren't we?
Concentrating. I don't disturb all the time.
I always go quiet when I'm concentrating. Usually the tongue comes out
Yeah, no, that's what I do as well.
when I'm really concentrating. But you do need to get your head around this because it looks a bit confusing at first. So that's better. I didn't want to I didn't want to put the glue on that.
No.
And then I would just press this
Right.
because you want to try and get as nice a
creases
curve
out,
as you
yeah.
can there. Because once this is folded over, it's not going to show. How are we for time? Oh,
We're just over halfway through.
not too bad. Just to say this is quite I'm getting cotton everywhere. Do you know, I spent the whole show a couple of weeks ago with a little bit dangling and no one told me, John.
Oh, I'll always tell you if there's a bit dangling. But go on.
I've always got a bit dangling.
I'm intrigued about this.
Right.
Right, so you put the
So what we want
is this way the
this
notches
is what
are,
we
you-
want it to end up like.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to fold these right sides together.
Yeah.
and you've got your little notches.
Yeah.
So now we pin, and do pin, don't just, because I'm a great winger, I normally just wing
Right.
things. Don't with this project.
No.
You do want to make sure that it all lines up before you do it.
Yeah. You're left-handed.
I am a lefter.
No. I'm
I
just
am a
surprised at
lefter.
how many, Sewing Street, how many left-handed people are.
Well,
They're
Vic's
more
kept that
creative.
very quiet because I was trying to, because the grids, I was explaining they're made for right-handed people, but that doesn't mean that we can't use them. It just
June
means the
Taylor's
numbers are
aren't.
upside down.
June Taylor
Ooh.
ones, if you look at the June Taylor ones,
Hers are
because
ambidextrous.
Jill Rep is left-handed herself, so she designs them all for...
that's good.
I mean, you can use, like Creative Grids and June Taylor, you can use them both ways.
Oh, you
sort of,
can.
but
It's
yeah.
just that the numbers are upside down for me, and that suits me fine, John. And then all I'm doing is matching the notches up.
Okay.
Like that. So you can see that when we sew that and bring that round, it's going to have the right side. And then I'm going to use, this time we do our centimetre allowance.
Right,
So I've
you're gonna
left
move your
it, I'm
finger
going to
across, yeah.
move it back down. And I always get into the habit of reverse stitching backwards and forwards at the end anyway.
Oh no, that's a dressmaking thing, isn't it? Quilters don't do it, but dressmakers, well, I trained, you always reverse.
I do it on quilting. Should I not be doing it on
No.
quilting? I won't
No,
do it then.
because most of the time,
I won't do it
you
then.
run over, any seam is run over again somewhere
Oh,
else. You know what I mean? If you're sewing
gosh.
together,
Yes.
you're then going to sew another seam over the top of it. So quilters very
Yeah,
rarely
you don't want like the
reverse.
fat bits in it,
Yeah.
do you? So when you go around the corner, don't pull the fabric. Keep going in a straight line, and as soon as you start veering off, just put your needle down and then lift your foot up and turn it round. And that way you're going to get a nice curve.
Yeah.
Oh, I've warmed up now, John.
Oh, good.
Nice and warm now.
Tell me if you get too hot, we'll put it back on. The thing is, that
it's
table
my
there,
age.
that table there stays the more constant. This one, because the machine's directly facing me. This table. So yesterday, when Gary was in for 2 hours, by the end of the 2 hours, I was sitting there shivering because the cold wind was just
You had the
blowing.
little icicle on the end of your nose,
Yes.
did you? And then they tell you to, in the pattern, it says to iron that seam open. And yes.
You see, I iron it into where it's going. Anyway.
Yeah, that's what confused me, I thought, but it tells you. But it does kind of work. But what you want to do,
You've got to
I'll do
snip
it on this side because you'll be able to
Yeah.
see, is snip round your curve.
Yeah.
Because if you're trying to put a curve around a curve,
Yeah.
it's not going to work. And keep away from the stitches because you don't want to cut into any of them.
Yeah.
But you, and remember we've now got, sorry, I will
That's
sort
right,
it
Elliot
out
will
later.
come in later to Hoover.
Sorry, Elliot. There's lots of little ears in there. Because you're going to have to iron this open. So if you do them too small, you're not going
Yeah.
to be able to. Right, that's enough.
While you're doing that, Sue just says, morning, John. I'm on holiday this morning. Missed yesterday's show. What happened to the new Dukey? The website said it wasn't available. No, sold out. They all sold out. Yeah, we'll do that in a second, Paul. Got lots to do still, that's all.
Is he trying to rush me?
No, I'm trying to tell Paul not to jump ahead, that's all. Because he doesn't understand sewing.
It's got a
Well,
very
he's
nice
pulling
cushion though
faces
in
at
there
me.
that he's sitting on.
Go on.
Is he pulling faces at you?
Yeah, he always does. That's just his face. That's what he looks
No,
like.
I heard that. So we've ironed that seam open.
Okay, so why do you iron it open then?
I was hoping you'd answer that one,
Because
John.
no, because I think it should all be going into
Exactly.
the thing, because you're going to now encase it.
Definitely.
Aren't you? Anyway, carry
Definitely. And also, I like to not be able to see the back. But that's all I'm going to do. You see, when I iron this now, I'm just going to push it back slightly.
I suppose what you could do as well is you could understitch it so that it doesn't roll back. But
You could do.
Oh, okay.
But it worked. And to say I've made...
that's the way the designer wants it. You can do it the way you want to do it.
Exactly.
There'll be a method in her madness.
There is a method. But that looked quite scary to do, didn't it?
Yeah.
But it's not.
No.
It really isn't. And all I'm doing is ironing that. And now we've got that lovely edge that we can just do a nice top stitch.
Yeah.
Now, because this edge here has been sewn, I can now increase my stitch length. So I normally do, I don't know what you do, I normally do a 3 or 3.5 with my top stitch.
Oh, okay. It's always better to do a bigger stitch for your top. The thing is, back in the day, a 3.5 used to be a gather stitch.
Oh, did it? Really?
Back in the day, back when I first trained. So,
Did they have sewing machines then?
ah.
That wasn't very nice, was it? That wasn't very nice. So I'm going to do 3.
Okay.
Sewing's such fun though, isn't it? It really is. I would sew 24/7 if I could.
Do you sew standing up at home?
I do, because I saw someone mention that, you know, why do they make everyone stand up? That's actually how I feel more comfortable, is standing up.
The thing is, if you sat down, every time you had to move across the desk, you'd have to push your chair out your way or push it.
Exactly.
And when, in the old days, when there would be 2 of us behind there, you couldn't have 2 people on stools at the same time.
And my iron is over the other side of the room, so I'd have to keep getting up anyway, so I can just walk across. I've put it on there on purpose, Paul, to make me get my steps. Paul, for goodness sake, we're going to have to rename you.
Don't worry.
Sorry, John.
We're about the same age, me and Sue, will there be any more coming in? She says, well, Gary said he's going to try his hardest, but we can't promise anything. It's not going to be if we do, it won't be for a while.
Right, so that's the hardest bit, and I'm glad I've shown that, because it does look a little bit scary, but I say it's not. And now you're going to put it into the back. So you will see here that I've got my 2 back pieces. Now, what it doesn't say in the instructions is that with the back pieces, if you need to cut 2, but it doesn't tell you that they need to be...
That's what I was going to say, because there's a seam down the centre of it, isn't there?
So if you cut...
Does it not even say cut on the fold?
No.
Oh, no, you can't cut on the fold.
No, you can't cut on the fold,
Yeah.
but you do need to cut them with... One's got to have the fabric right side up, and one's got to have it the other way, because if I cut 2 like this, because it's angular, it's not going to fit.
And
so
it doesn't say cut 2?
It doesn't say... It says... No, it says to cut 2, but it doesn't tell you to make sure that you cut.
But that's an old dressmaking.
Right,
this is a dressmaking thing, because when you do your dressmaking, you only fold the fabric in half, and you'd automatically cut 2, and one would be facing that way, and one would be facing that way.
And that's what you need to do. With this, it's not an issue, because
no,
really...
but you've done 2 colours on one of them. So if you hadn't known that, you could have ended up with 2 lefts or 2 rights.
Definitely. Yeah. So, but again, it probably wouldn't be so bad. But you do need, it doesn't say that, but that's what you need to do.
Okay.
And then all we need to do now, so if you can see that these are 2 back pieces.
Yeah.
So that's how the back goes. And we need to now sandwich that in the back
Let me
piece.
show you on here. This is the bit that Wendy's doing here. So she's sandwiching this pocket into this is the centre back seam, and she's sandwiching the end of the pocket into that seam. That's why I was asking earlier, why is there I didn't realise that that's where the pocket was going in.
So you need to sandwich it in here. And again, that's where your notches come into play, because you need to put them against the notches.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pin it. And then all I'm going to do, I don't know if you like doing this, John, I always like to baste, because then it turns 2 pieces of fabric into one, and then I can manipulate it. So I'm just going to put
I have to say I wouldn't for that.
Okay.
I would have done when I first started.
And see, I always do, because I like to work with 1 piece of fabric.
I would do if there were seams to match.
Right,
and
okay.
I would do, but on that one, if I was just sandwiching that pocket section between 2 pieces of fabric, I'd just do it in one go. And the amount of times you have to unpick it because it slipped or whatever. But I think the fabrics you're using here are so stable.
They're really stable
I wouldn't
fabrics.
do it if it was a viscose, and I'd baste it if it was a viscose or a polyester. But because these are so stable, I'd just give it a go.
So now you can see that is my back.
Yeah.
So it is very self-explanatory. So now we put the 2 pieces together, because when we sew them, we're now going to have that encased.
Yeah.
So I'd say it did take me a little while the first time, but I was reading the instructions from start to finish, then back again. So the more that you make them, but I think these will make amazing Christmas presents, John.
Yeah. Oh, no, exactly.
Fantastic.
The thing I was thinking of as well is if you were going to make, say, 6 of them, I would cut the pattern out in cardboard so that you've got a template going the whole time.
That's good, because you would draw around the template. That's a good idea. That is a good idea.
I thought Elliot was going home to bed. He's still here. He can't stay away from us.
I did. So I just turned it off and on because I've changed the stitch machine. He was quick because he hasn't been gone long. And because this is a seam, I'm doing a 2.4, 2.5 stitch.
Yep.
So that the stitches are nice and small.
Got an artist at work here, if you don't mind making all that noise in the studio.
You carry on, Elliot. That's nothing
Don't tell
like
him that.
This is lovely, lovely fabric. But you're right, the neutral colour does feel slightly thicker, doesn't it?
Yes. Obviously, isn't it?
No.
One of those tricks of the eyes. Isn't it?
I think so. Right, so you can now see that we've encased that down the back. Now, I don't know how far you want me to go with this, John, because I want to get...
We just explain the next bit.
What
then we
you
can
would
jump
want
to
to
We've got
do...
6 minutes of demo.
Right, what you
left.
need to do is you need to top stitch.
Yes,
So
I'll show you on this one.
Please do.
Here you go, that top stitch down here. Have you got that? There you go. So that's where you just sandwich that in between those two pieces, and then you top stitch down here, and making sure that you get the seam top stitch down at the same time. Righty-ho.
I'm just going to press it though, because if I'm not going to be top stitching, I do want the fabric to behave.
Yeah.
And it really irons very nice as
Yes,
well.
no, it's a really, really good quality cotton canvas.
Right, I'm just going to see, because I did it my own way, because
Yeah.
I made a few. So they tell you to do the top band next. And with this one, you can see that, did you say it's in the show, isn't it? Can't think what it's called.
Interfacing.
That's the one I couldn't.
Yeah, I've got it here.
Yeah, that's another one of those words that eludes me. Yeah, with the interfacing, you get so much in there, you'll be able to make so many
but
bags.
the reason they'll have put it separate is most people have it in their stash
Definitely,
anyway.
definitely. And I guess it's quite thick, you wouldn't need it. I say would always do, because the top of the bag's the one that's going to get the most wear and tear. And then we're going to line up the notches, and then you should have 2 of these.
Are you sandwiching it again?
I'm just I'm just going to make the back of the bag first. I was hoping to get onto the zip, because that is the tricky bit for people. I know people are a little bit scared of the zips sometimes. I'm just sewing across. And then that's the top band in place. So we've actually now completed the back. And I think I've done it on maybe one of them, or certainly both of them. I did a top stitch, because I do love a top stitch.
Yeah, you did a top stitch on the second one, not the first one.
The first one, it tells you not to, but with the second one I did. But again, when you get it home, it's your bag, that you can make it how you like. So that is the back with the pocket. Now, I just want to show you, so what you would do, because I want to get on to show a little bit about the zip. And then obviously, this comes round here. And then it's on the front of, so that's how that bag goes together. It does explain in there how to do it. There is a way to do it. So I think you put this one on first, but that's how it will look after.
Perfect.
And obviously you would have this one on here. But I just wanted to show, because the zip is the thing that, as I say, I know people are going to be a little bit scared of. So I've made half of the zip here. And what you do, this is the top piece, and then this is the bottom. So I've made it the same colour as the lining, John.
Right, okay.
And then that's the same. You can make it whatever you like. It doesn't have to be that way, but I didn't want to, because you can't see that. It's inside the bag. And then the zip I used, it was a longer one, and I cut it down.
But if you've got a 12-inch one at home, use a 12-inch one.
Yeah, and it's not the proper zip for a bag, so I made sure that I just put a little bit of end, because you don't want to be opening your bag in there.
Oh no, I like little tabs on the end of the zip like that. I think it makes it very professional.
It does, but you do want to do that, because it will come flying off. And then I'll just show you, then we've got...
Okay, so hang on, you've sewn half one side of the zip.
Yeah, I'm just going to show you how to do that, but I just wanted to show you that these are the lining pieces.
Right, okay.
And you can put a pocket on them, because this is very, very self-explanatory, very easy. You just cut it and then you sew it, and I've used decorative stitches for it. But with this one, this is the one that I wanted to get to, because I know we're a little bit tight for time. So that is one side of your lining, and this is going to be the other with this attached. So that's what we're going to do now. So with the zip, you get, I'm going to put all my bits that I don't need. So this is this piece here. I'm not quite sure why they put the zip in like that, because it's all a lot of 1 centimetre folding in. So that is that one, what it started life as. So we turn, I'm just going to press it. And then I'm not going to use the glue pen, because it scares me on this, because I'm just going to fold the ends in by centimetre.
And this is all in the instructions?
This is all in the instructions. And then what you want to do, you actually want to get it the same width as the other one, just to look more professional.
Yeah.
So especially if you're selling your bags, John, you want to make them look...
Oh, now you have to be careful with angel policies.
No, I'm sure it says on here, I think it says that once you've made it, you can...
Oh, okay, that's fine. That must be inside, yeah.
Does it say on there?
No, it doesn't say on the outside. But don't worry,
Does
you
it
carry
not?
on
Have
saying.
have a look on the instructions, because
all
I
I'm
don't want
gonna
to get anyone into trouble now.
Oh, yeah, all I'm going to say to you is, please always check. Like Debbie Shaw, you can make them, sell them, do whatever you want to them. She doesn't mind at all. But some designers have an angel policy where you can't make them for commercial or sell them on.
Yeah, but I think if you read it on there, I'm not sure. Maybe it was the other thing that I... Oh, no, maybe it was the
Okay, we've only
the other
literally
thing.
got a couple of minutes, so we just need to get this section done, Paul.
And then you would just fold it together,
Yeah.
like so. And then you get your zip, and I would always glue it here.
Right.
So I would run some glue down here, and then you just lay this on here and line it up with this edge,
Yeah.
and on here. But what you're looking for here, John, is to make sure that you come away from the teeth a little bit. You don't want to have this bit too close to the teeth, and you want to make sure that you can see on this back bit here that I've come away a little bit from the teeth there, because when you open it, and then that's all you do. So you sew your zip in place, and then this bit then gets sandwiched between this and the back, so that when you then put it into your bag, then you've got your zip in place.
Perfect.
So that is, again, it's one of those things that looks complicated, but it isn't. And then to finish the bag, you can either, well, I would bag it out. I would always bag it out. So you put with the lining, leave a little bit in the bottom for turning, and then you put them, so you'd have the right sides together.
Yeah.
Yeah, the right sides together, sew all the way around the top, turn it out.
But you put your handles,
Make sure you put your handles on first. And with the handles, I always find the centre, and then I find the centre, so I find the quarter mark and put my handles on.
The reason you're saying that, and I'm not complaining, but just so when you get this home, there are no explanations in here as to how to put your handles on.
On the final, it just says, with right sides together, sew to the handle, and then it just says top stitch the upper edge of the bag together.
Yeah, so that's why we think you need to have made a bag. Don't make this your first ever bag, because things like that you'll know from practicing, but if you're reading it for the first time, you'll be like, well, where do I sew? What do I sew? But just be aware of that. I'm sure on the Sew Different website there'll be instructions as well and things like that.
And it may be, I have read it, but it might be something that's jumping out and I just can't see it, because I know when you read things, sometimes you do miss things.
All right, Wendy's back in an hour to that lovely quilt that's behind her on the wall there. It's gorgeous, isn't it? All made of Tilda. We've got that as a kit coming up. Like I say, to make the 16-block version, but you can do, that's a 12-block version. You can make cushions, or you can make the 16-block version as well. Now, so I just need to recap then. So the navy one is this one here. So what you get in this one is you get the pattern. You get 1/2 metre of the orange, well, it's called lining, but it's not, it's a gorgeous cotton fabric. 1/2 metre of the blue navy cotton canvas, 1/2 metre of the ochre cotton canvas, 1/2 metre of the cream cotton canvas, and the pattern, £29.99. There are only 6 available of those left. Okay. The one that Wendy'd already made, which was this one here, you get the pattern, obviously. You get 1/2 metre of the green chartreuse lining. You get 1/2 metre of the lovely flower painterly floral cotton canvas, 1/2 metre of the coral, 1/2 metre of the pale grey, like I've already said the pattern there. Oh, £32.99. Oh, there's only 5 of those. I'm presuming it's because the floral one is a digital printed one, and by the 1/2 metre is more expensive. That's why it's £3 more expensive. Okay, and there's only a couple of those left. Very quickly, we've got iron-on interfacing. In your own time, Jeremy Joe. Let's just hide my desk up there. There you go. £3.99. Okay. Then I've got the D-rings. We didn't even talk about the D-rings in the demonstration, but it's, if you want a little hook inside to put your keys, attach your keys to on the key ring or anything. There's your D-rings, £1.49. Just add them to your order. We've got the magnetic, that's the word I'm looking for, magnetic clasp there. £2.99. And then there's enough fabric in the bundle to make 2 outsides of the bags. You have to patch the second one. But if you wanted another lining, like another 1/2 metre of lining, then there's the orange here. Do you want the code? You're right. Okay. That's the orange. Oh, yeah, there you go. Orange, $3.99. And the chartreuse, which isn't chartreuse at all. The green, grass green, $3.99 for 1/2 metre. Chartreuse. Oh, apparently that's Scottish for green anyway. That's Paul. Chartreuse, yeah, of course it is. Right, don't go anywhere because I'll be back in 4 minutes when I've got fabulous fabrics, I've got fabulous threads, and I've got fabulous books. I will see you in 4 minutes from now.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
Did you know that if you shop with Sewing Street, you're only going to pay one lot of postage all day? That's one payment of £3.95, no matter what you're buying. And you can check out as many times as you like without having to pay another delivery charge. So shop online at www.sewingstreet.com, or you can order via our call centre, which is 0800 001 4433.
Hello, my name's Fiona Hesford and I'm founder of Sewgirl. I'm based down in Worthing on the south coast of England, and I've got a range of sewing patterns which I've developed over the last few years, which are projects for loose-fitting clothing, everyday, simple garments, things that I really love to wear myself. And I'm going to be bringing you them to Sewing Street over the next few months. So I look forward to seeing you then. Bye!
Shopping with us couldn't be easier. If you want to shop online, then you can head to our website, www.sewingstreet.com. It will redirect you to our sister channel Jewellery Makers landing page. Don't worry, you haven't gone to the wrong place. We're simply using their website temporarily while we're building our own web shop. Scroll down past the Watch Live part and you'll see all of the products that you will have seen on air on today's live show. You can also shop our catalogue by clicking a category, clicking a product to view closer, and adding it to your basket. Once you're ready to check out, you will need to create an account, which is absolutely free to do so, but it will mean that you can check out on as many orders as you want throughout the day with still only paying one postage and packaging. If you'd prefer to speak to somebody in our UK-based customer service team, then you can do so via the free telephone line number 0800 001 4433. They will not only help you create an account, but will also help you with any of your online shopping.
If you love sewing, then you need the UK's favourite sewing magazine. Every month, you'll receive exclusive patterns. Follow simple step-by-step guides suitable for all skill levels to make your own stunning clothes, accessories and more, together with inspiring tips and tricks from industry experts. Join in and discover your love for sewing. Try Love Sewing today and get your first 3 issues for just £6.
Hi, I'm Rosie Wells.
My name's Poppy and I'm a nutritional therapist.
Hi, I'm Ruth Lynette and I can't wait to join you all on the brand new Gemporia Lifestyle channel.
If you're a fan of primal living, you're going to adore what's around the corner.
What is lifestyle? Lifestyle is healthy habits.
Feeling good, it's about looking great.
Making sure that we're taking good care of ourselves inside.
And it's about the life that you lead and the home that you live in.
All of this is why I'm so excited.
We've got the most wonderful team.
Homeware deals and primal deals under one roof on one channel.
I can't wait to share this brand new channel with you. So we'll see you soon on Gemporia Lifestyle.
Gemporia Lifestyle, coming soon to Freeview Channel 74 and gemporia.com.
Hi, I'm Wendy Orlando and I'm a craft blogger. You can find me over at thecraftyco.com, and if you do head on over and have a peep, you will see that I'm a tutorial blogger. I do all kinds of crafts, but my passions are crochet, knitting and sewing, which I've done for over 45 years. In that time, I've made lots of mistakes, but I have learnt lots of tricks and top tips that I can't wait to share. What I'd like to bring to the Sewing Street table is to show that you don't need to have gone to university or have a degree in design to be able to sew. You just need passion, a bit of courage to take the first steps, and a whole lot of patience. Oh, and an unpicker. You will need an unpicker. I do hope that you will follow me as I take my Sewing Street journey, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
Did you know that if you shop with Sewing Street, you're only going to pay one lot of postage all day? That's one payment of £3.95, no matter what you're buying. And you can check out as many times as you like without having to pay another delivery charge. So shop online at www.sewingstreet.com, or you can order via our call centre, which is 0800 001 4433.
Just having another desanitise. You can't be too safe in this day and age, can you? Right. Let's get on with the now. Alan, if you want to send in a picture, Alan, this is the hour to do it, because obviously I haven't got a guest here. Or any of you want to send in a picture, please do. Paul's looking out for it now. Let me just move that away because that's still hot. Right, so I've got fabulous. Oh, there it is. Studio@sewingstreet.com. Studio@sewingstreet.com is where you can send your emails. You can send messages on the iPad. On no, what's that thing called? Facebook Live. Facebook Live if you want to. Now, I get confused. If you type in Sewing Street TV, it will take you to our Facebook page. But please, I'm not going to make a big thing of it today, but there is another one called Sewing Street TV, which isn't us. There's about 1,800 followers on it. We don't have any issues with them or anything like that, but people have been messaging them to ask us questions, and obviously you're not going to get a reply about what you've asked us, and then you think it's us not answering your questions. So there's only that one or the Sewing Street fan page that are our official ones. Okay, shall we make a start then? My trousers are falling down. So where are we going to start then, Paul? It's got fabulous fabrics. I've got books, and I've got Gutterman threads, and I've got, yeah, fabrics. Okay. Oh, I have to go first, do I? No, it's fine. Let's do butterflies then. This is why they need to be in order, Paul. That's what I was just saying. They all need to be in order so you know where we're going to go. But anyway, this one is NOYV93. Oh, now this would be nice in a shirt, wouldn't it? Oh, right. I've only got 10 metres of it. Oh, that is gorgeous. I've not seen this before. Butterfly Paradise. Right, Paul's thinking cushions. No, could be, I suppose. Be a bit busy in my house, I think, that one. Butterfly Paradise by Elizabeth Isles. Oh, Jeremy says he's got a white sofa. I hope it's wipe cleanable, Jeremy. Well, Jeremy shares a flat with Munch, you see, and Munch will be eating his beans on watching the telly. Oh, it's pleather. It's a pleather one. Claire says, morning, gorgeous. Haven't they realised that table? No, they haven't raised the table yet. No, me. She talked to me. Paul couldn't have the table raised. No, exactly. And I just went in the office. Oh, no, I didn't go in the office in that break. Is Hayley in yet? Oh, she is. I'll ask Hayley in the next break. No, Hayley, marketing's been here for hours, but Hayley. Butterfly Paradise. They haven't got a telly on next door, so they won't know. Isn't that lovely? Colours gorgeous. Pattern's fabulous, but there is only 10 metres of this, I'm afraid. Remember, you're buying by the half metre. So if you want, you can make a cushion out of half a metre, but if you want any more, the thing is, Karen in Wigan, imagine Karen in Wigan wearing a dress made like that. Wouldn't it be beautiful? And then she gets shoes with butterflies on to match, wouldn't she? It's lovely. The colours in it are exquisite. Yeah, that's the only one I've got. The other one's like baby butterflies. Oh, actually, is there such a thing as a baby butterfly? That's caterpillar, isn't it? Because when it comes out of the caterpillar state, it's already the size that it's going to be. They don't grow Oh, no, isn't that funny? Do they grow? Yeah, and then whatever size they are when they come out, the chrysalis, the pupae, or whatever it's called, that's the size they are. So isn't it funny? Because you never see a baby pigeon either, do you? You know what I mean? I have to say, though, you have to look at me for this, I'll just say it. I put my bird feeders out this week. Yeah, this week. The blue tits this year are tiny. Oh, the blue tits are this big. They're tiny, tiny. Oh, anyway, look, that's beautiful. I think that's gorgeous, that fabric. Keep me posted on that fabric, Paul. Next one's called Multicolour Butterflies. I haven't got a sticker on this one. No, this one might be a bit small for a shirt. It might be a bit busy. No, I don't mean the piece of fabric. I mean the pattern on it. I'll hold it up in a minute. Let me just double check. Oh, there it is. 37. What's the matter, Paul? What? Why? 37. Oh. This is OZYV37. So I was right. So what is called Butterfly Paradise on Royal Blue? Well, which is the other one? Oh. That must be this one coming up, yeah. Right, okay. Only the second time he's got the graphics wrong today. What? Yeah, well, somebody messaged on here, didn't they, about it earlier? Oh, did you? Was that you answering then? Oh, I didn't realise it was you. Didn't say Little Paul. Oh, no, I only saw who wrote the message and it just said, yeah, oh. Some of the fabrics are not showing online. Val, which one's not showing, my love? Val. Oh, how will she know? How will she know? How will she know what's not showing? No, they're all there. They should all be there. Do you mean they haven't got pictures, Val? Let me know what you mean. We'll have a look for you, Val, now. Oh, I apologise profusely. We had this issue yesterday. This one hasn't got a picture, I'm afraid. But you can see it now. Come in close, pause, screenshot. Oh, hang on. What does Carol say? I'm still throwing. John, you are still throwing? What does that mean? Glenys says no pictures. No, there's no Glenys, so we're just explaining. Some of them haven't got pictures. That's not us. That's the people in the office. We're not in charge of the pictures on the website. Paul says he'll show you, Glenys. He'll show you. Right, let's do this one here, which is the one Paul thought we had last. This finishes 31. This is... £7.99. £7.99 for half a metre this. 100% cotton, machine washable. Is that 44 inches wide? Let me just check. I'm out of You're not putting them down, you're throwing them down. No, excuse me. Who just said that? Look, they're nice and there. Excuse me, telling me what to do. Who was that? Let me just, I'll block her. Hang on, who is she? Carol. You're blocked. Oh, no, you're not. Oh. I haven't got the power to block, so don't you worry. 45 inches wide, this one. Now, you know Mikey, my nephew, right? He's been training to be a pilot. Yesterday, he did his very first solo flight. Oh, no. Oh. Not far from here, in Oxfordshire they are. Which is what's called, tell me what it's called. That's this one, isn't it, here? There's no butterflies on it. But it's green ombre. This is Woov 84. Where's the butterfly then? It must be part of the range, mustn't it? Yeah. So hang on, what's it called? Oh, it's called Butterfly Paradise. Maybe it's a big cabbage leaf, because butterflies like cabbage leaves, don't they? It's ombre. Shall I show you? Let me hold it up. I'll hold the whole thing. Look. Ombre means when you're doing it, when you're dyeing it, right? You dip it, you dip it, you dip it, you dip it like that. So the bottom bit stays in the dye all the time and the top bit hardly comes in. And then you turn it over. This is how you did it in the old days, obviously on a machine now. And then dip it, dip it, dip it like that. It's nice, isn't it? I like that. But you then have to be careful. If you're making it for dressmaking, you'd have to be aware of where you're putting your panels, wouldn't you? Paul says, I've got to tell you this now because he's told me 20 times to say it. It's ombre leavable. Nobody laughed, Paul. Nobody laughed. Oh, we're making Carol laugh because we're blocking her. Yeah, you wait, Carol. That's not a threat. That's not me threatening. I'm only joking with you. Anyway, let's move on. That's ombre green. I better slow down. Actually, I've nearly finished the hour. No, I'm folding it for Carol, not throwing it, folding it. The next one's exactly the same, but in blue. Ombre blue. Do you want to know the number? 71. It's called what? Oh, this, mate. Oh, that's nice. This is Butterfly Paradise on blue. Oh, don't stand in the picture, John. Yeah, you can use this as a... Oh, no, it'd be nice on the back of a quilt, wouldn't it? Hang on. Becky Alexander Frost. I laughed, Paul, don't worry. Oh, what did you say? Oh, right. Yeah, Becky Alexander Frost would, wouldn't she? Claire says, John, it's fab to have you back, looking good. I'm not back. Claire, I'm not back. I'm new. I just said the back wall's the same old cheap old wallpaper, isn't it? But the rest of it's all different company. That is not real brick. I have no idea what that was. It was on the other side of that wall. Is it Greg's? Anyway, let's move on. I'm done with that one. I can come back if you want me to. I could have sat down for this hour, couldn't I? Rabbits. Which colour? Okay, there you go. Ochre and duck egg bunnies. There's a theme going. Oh, could you be any further away, Joe? There's a theme going on, isn't there? Because I had bunny rabbits earlier. Oh, look, Carol's crawling now, so I don't block her. Oh, it's good to have you back, John. I'm not back. I'm new. Brand new venture. Well, Glennis is going, that's a nice beach wrap. Oh, yeah, you can make a nice beach wrap out, a sarong. You can make a sarong out of the ombre fabric. That'd be nice. Greg sausage roll. What's... Oh, you're crazy, all of you. Somebody's just messaging going, Greg sausage roll. 15.5 years. Oh, Sins. Simming World, Sins. I don't do sausage rolls, vegetarian. Ochre first. Sweet Bunny, this is called. Designed for you by Poppy. Not that Poppy. No, not that Poppy. Oh, this is wide. This is 55 inches wide, this one. Not Poppy. Poppy's on a sister channel called Primal Living. Oh, no, the whole channel is called Gemporia Crafts. And she's on lifestyle. We're on sewing. We do the sewing. Oh, is she? $4.99 this is for 1/2 metre. And that's wide. It's 100% cotton. What would you make out of this then, Paul? He'd wear dungarees in this, he says. Vegan sausage roll is 16.5 sins. Oh, I'm not going to bother with that then, am I? It's an award winning. It won awards. It's more sins, though, isn't it? I've got a vegan chef on my show tomorrow. On the John Scott show tomorrow. There's a vegan chef on the show tomorrow. Anyway, we go. Yeah, I am. Then I've got it in duck egg. Did you get it? Nearly hit my head on the table then. Just well it hasn't been raised up, isn't it? Yeah, my hair's brand new. The reason my hair's like this, Paul, is during lockdown, obviously it grew into like a long mane. And everybody said how much it looked nicer longer. So when I had it cut, I just had it cut, you know, like there. People say it makes me look younger. Paul thinks he looks better before. That's all right, Paul. You're in the minority. Have you had any letter? What's those things called? Pictures in yet? No, Alan, you haven't sent your picture in yet. Bunnies and flowers on duck egg. 55 inches wide. A pocket on a denim dungaree. Yeah, but you've got a lot of fabric just for one pocket, Paul. Little shirt. Could make a little shirt out of it. Could make Munch a shirt out of that, but we might need an awful lot of fabric to get round him. Because Munch looks about 47 now. Have you seen him recently? $4.99 for half a metre. It's pretty, isn't it? Okay, which one's next? I've only got a couple of fabrics left. Oh no! Oh, these are nice. Look. Oh, are they part of a bundle? Okay, no, that's one. I can do. I'll show you the three to start with. Look. Rose and Hubble fabrics. I've got, there you go. That one finishes 79, yeah. This is nice. Now, I think this is a poplin. This feels like a poplin. It's a, yeah, that's right. $3.99 for half a metre. It's a poplin. Maria says, you're so funny, John. Like you were on this morning. I've been on this morning for 10 years. Oh, this morning, you mean? Not this morning, the show. This morning. No, it's poplin. I can tell you that, Paul. I've been around this business for a long time. I've been around the world and I know my fabric. Who was that? Who was that? The northern girl. The northern girl. And she talked like that. You know the one where when she sings. Yeah, short brown hair. Lisa Stansfield. Lisa Stansfield. No, I was doing an impression of her. It wasn't me being camp. That was her. She's very camp. Oh, now I'm just being camp on. The people who are watching the Facebook are just watching that bit now. They're just watching the Lisa Stansfield bit now. What? Yes. It's a pity. Oh. Yeah, but Jenny, you can tell it by the numbers. I'll tell you again the numbers later on. We'll go back. When we've done these Rose and Hubbles, I'll tell you the numbers again. Complain to Hayley. It's her fault. It's not my fault. Don't have a go at me. This is claret because the other one's like a grey. Yeah. I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. This is nice. Look. Nice, isn't it, that one? Floral print on claret, right? Regal. Oh, hang on. Glenys is a northern girl. Now living in Brum. I'm northern. I'm from, well, I was born in Birkenhead. That's quite northern, isn't it? $3.99 this for half a metre. It's like a poplin, 44 inches wide. It's lovely. I love that. It's got a, I think it might be the colour, but it's very William Morris-esque, isn't it? Gorgeous. I do like that one. Been around the world. Can't get that song out of my brain now. I don't love you. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm singing Lisa Stansfield to myself. I don't owe her any money because she want me to recognise the song with me singing, will she? All the right notes, just in the wrong order. No, I don't think any of the notes are real, are they? Yeah, Maria says, no, she didn't mean this morning, Paul. She meant this morning. This morning. $3.99. I know. I was only on there for 6 minutes a day, though, wasn't I, you see? Bit different. Can't believe we were both born in the same hospital in Birkenhead. Oh, that's Jackie. Yeah, but Jackie, you were there about 50 years before me, weren't you? Oh, she won't like that. $3.99. Well, no, there are... Oh, no, I was going to say, there are people older than me, 50 years older than me, but that's going to be a bit difficult. Yeah, the oldest people in the world, they live to that age, don't they? Sorry, Jackie, I didn't mean 50. I meant 30. Oh, Alan, where's your picture? I don't know how old Alan is. I don't know Alan. I only know Jackie because she lives round the corner to Julie, and we delivered some chocolate brownies, some of Julie's chocolate brownies round to see her. And when she knew I was coming round, she weeded the front garden. $3.99. Oh, I told you I got my letter from Princess what's it? I've told you that, haven't I? $3.99. I can't remember what. Yes, Paul, several times. Oh, hang on. Oh, Jackie's saying, oh, you're naughty. I'm not naughty. The truth always hurts, Jackie. Moving on. Right, I'm going to stop a minute because I want to show those fabrics again. And somebody's asked about the sewing machine that, what's his name was using, Wendy was using. Right, so which ones aren't on the web then? The butterfly ones and the ombre ones. So I'd just like to recap these then, please, Paul, very quickly. Right, so this is not got a picture on the website. This is number on Aqua. You've got that one because that's the one that came without a label, wasn't it? Where is it then? Oh, there it is. There's the label. Oh, that's my head in the shot. That's why I couldn't see it. So this is not got a picture on the website. Any complaints, Hayley Marshall Say Wheeler is who you have to get in touch with. It's her responsibility. Oh, Carol says, look, I must get on. You're holding me up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Carol. Off you go then. Oh, hello, little Paul. There's a message for you, little Paul. I love it when you and John are together. The banter is brilliant. You see, the thing is, Sue, he hates me. He doesn't like me at all. Yes, it is. I can't say that on air, though. Anyway, it's fine. Oh, we've moved on. Right, okay. I'm only showing these again because they're not on the website. Right, that goes there. The next one was royal blue. Yeah, because then the last one was multicolour. That's it. So this is the one on royal blue. This one finishes 37. I like royal blue, so it's a nice, rich colour, isn't it? That's nice that they're sending messages to little Paul, isn't it? Because he gets left out most of the time in real life. He's got a date, though, this weekend. Oh, no, you can't anymore, can you? Level 2, Tier 2. No, Tier 2, no. Unless they move in, unless you move... On your date, you could just say move in. Then she'll be part of your family, won't she? Oh, I'll tell you a story later then. Multicolour, number 9. I'm trying to sound like a bingo caller, don't I? Multicoloured, number 9. On its own, little Paul. Now, on its own, number 12 doesn't work because on its own, a sink. Yeah, Two Fat Ladies. You're not allowed to say that anymore. At the bingo, you can't go Two Fat Ladies 88 anymore. Oh, Glennis has just had the delivery from Sewing Street. No, you'd be rubbish. You'd look nice in a glittery jacket, though. Yeah. Right, I'll just show you the 2 ombres, and then I will show you the sewing machine. I'll have to bend down and get it, though. Green first, green ombre. I'm not saying it again, Paul. When did that happen? $7.99. Right, and then last of these, I'm just showing these again because they're not on the website and you're getting a bit upset that they're not there. And I'll have a word with Hayley in the break, if she's still here. She'll have got home by now. Working from home. $7.99. It's nice. I wonder what it would look like if you cut it. Okay. Oh, head. Right. Now, somebody was asking, and I can't remember who it was, I can't remember whose name it was, came up, asked what the machine was that Wendy was using. Well, let me just show you quickly. It's here. Ugh. It's not, oh, it is plugged in. It's still plugged in. It's just back in stock, right? Now, look at this, right? I'll just talk to you about split pay. This is £499. If you want to pay £499 for it now, you can do. But if you want to do the three split pay option, £166.33 for 3 months. The first month you pay your £3.95 post and packaging, and then the other 2 months you pay your £166.33. They're doing a lot of pushing around upstairs, aren't they? This is gorgeous, right? Lovely, lovely machine. Lovely starter machine here. You've got all your like, can you see this here? You've got all your stitches. You've got 50 different stitches in there, and you just type the number in up there for the stitch that you want. It also has along the front here, I don't know if we can come in closer, you can see in the front there. Ooh, you're supposed to do that live. Needle up, needle down. You've got your lock stitch. You've got your reverse stitch there. And let me just twist it around. There you go, there you go. So this is your stitch width. This is your stitch length. This is how you choose your different, oh, not very good at that, am I? I've lost the touch. That's how you choose your different stitches, because they're numbered 1 to 49. Tells you which foot you have to wear. And then this is the default size that it comes to. You also got a shortcut for your straight stitch there. That takes you straight back to your default there. Then you've got your, now it's called an overlocking stitch, that one there. And then this one here is your buttonhole. So it takes you straight through to your buttonhole stitches, tells you exactly what you need and how you're doing it. Now let me just unplug that a minute. I don't know if this one works. Does this one actually work there? Hang on. Oh yeah, it does. Anyway, let me just plug that back in. Right, what do you want to show, Paul? A little slide. Here you go. Very quickly, because I've got fabrics to show. Sewing space for 170 centimetres, free arm, backlit LCD screen, horizontal full rotary hook, that's the bobbin, built-in needle threader, 7-piece retractable feed dogs, built-in white LEDs, oh that's 2, oh LCD, I said LED earlier, sorry, LCD, extra high presser foot position, stitch reference chart, oh there you go, start stop button, it does do that, reverse button, auto lock stitch, up and down needle position. It's such a lovely little machine, I can't tell you. Actually, Jeremy, can you just show this on the side of the machine here with the stitches? Look, there's your 50 stitches. So you're going from your straight stitch to your 1/4 inch foot, to your zigzags, to your eyelets. It's got 3 buttonholes on it, look. Stretch stitch, a few satin stitches there. Lovely, isn't it? I'm only showing you because somebody asked to see what machine Wendy was using, and it's new, not new, it's back in stock. Back in stock. Right, we'll move on, Oh, actually, no, show that, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Right, okay. Oh, hang on, lots of messages came through while I was showing that. Oh, no, you're just chatting to each other, talk about Birkenheads. Right, okay, so let's do these last 2 fabrics by the ½ meters. I'll just show you them together. Yeah, blue and pink. We'll have a look at them first, shall we, Jeremy? Is it difficult? Have you got lots of buttons? Well, you should be 1 step ahead of me then. That's what you should be doing, isn't it? Right, okay, so which am I doing first? Pink or blue? Oh, head. Pink or blue? Blue first. This is number 74, yeah? Yeah. Nice, this is beautiful, this. I love this. That's upside down, I do apologise. Oh, no, it isn't, no, it isn't, no, it isn't, no, it isn't. Nice, isn't it? It's classy and classic, that one, isn't it? Jeremy's in trouble today. Julie said that. No, but the management aren't watching. It's fine. You make as many mistakes as you like, Jeremy. We're used to having Paul sit at that chair, aren't we? This is $3.99. This is a poplin. It's gorgeous. 44 inches wide, machine washable. 100% cotton. Oh, Carol's going. She says, bye, see you tomorrow. Oh, yeah, you're watching the show tomorrow, Carol. That's fine. $3.99 for half a metre. Moving on. Then last but not least, I've got books as well. I've got loads to do, actually. Got tons. Oh, no. Paul's doing 5 hours today. I don't know what he's doing in the last hour. Maybe he'll come on and tell jokes. It'll certainly feel like 5 hours with his jokes, I tell you. $3.99. This is pretty. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, I know, because it was ironic. I was laughing because it was ironic. Yes. Rose Fabrics reminds me of tea room. Oh, yes, that's nice. I hadn't thought about a tea room. I was thinking about my nan's wallpaper back in the day. My nan used to have winter, what are those things called that hang at the window? Curtains. Winter curtains and summer curtains. I used to love her summer curtains. They were beautiful. Like fields and fields of flowers. Anyway, $3.99 for half a metre. If you want to see any of these again, just let Paul know. Alan, we've not had your picture yet. Maybe you've sent it to the wrong place, Alan. Right, let's do some fat quarters, shall we now? Right, I'm going to put them into different... I'm going to keep all my neutrals together over there. Then I'll keep my reds and purples there. That can go there. That can go there. I'm going to do the tartans first. Finishes 26. Oh, I love this bundle. Do what? Now, these aren't cottons. That one feels like a, like a lumberjack shirt. That one feels like a lumberjack shirt. Now, I'd love to know what clan this is. If you know what clan it is, just says oops. Tartan! It says Tartan Fat Quarter. Please, $6.99. Yes. They're 100... They're 100% polyester, these. Wash them at 30 degrees. Right? Right, look at these. So this one here feels like a lumberjack shirt. Paul wears a lot of those. They're lovely. They're not fine like cotton. They're like, do you know what these would make lovely? What do you put down before you placemat? Table mats. I would fray them and I'd buy 2 sets of these. Mind you, that means you'd have to, oh no, you don't need 8 anymore. You can only have 6, can't you? They wouldn't be any good as serviettes, but they'd look lovely as placemats, wouldn't they? Is that the set? No, they're all different. Oh, I think these are lovely. Oh, Christmas. I'm thinking Christmas now. You can make a nice stocking out of that if you wanted to. I wouldn't do patchwork. I'd do one side, that the other side, and then do the trim in something else. Right, they're lovely. Now I need to fold them up because I need to put them away nicely. Yeah, I'll put them in the same order, don't worry. One. Sorry, it takes a while, but Paul's got to do the tidying up today and I don't want him here all afternoon. Do you have to set up tomorrow's show as well? And who's in tomorrow then? Vix. Oh, you're not in tomorrow, Paul? Well, you could just go home. So tomorrow it's Kat and Jeremy Joe in the gallery and Vix here. And Vix will be Friday as well. Oh, the guest Faye Clement tomorrow. She'll be dressmaking then, is she? And I wonder why they folded all these differently. Yeah, I'm doing this to help you, Paul. He's saying hurry up, but here you go. There you go. That goes with that. That goes with that. I have got purple floral. There we go. I won't open them all. This is purple floral. This is like ditzy, isn't it? Oh, they're nice. Oh, head, John. Right, so you get, oh, hang on. Oh, maybe I'll do it like that. That fits better, doesn't it? Like that. There you go. So these are, you get 4 fat quarters for $7.99. This one has no fabric content on it. They all feel like they're cottons, actually. They all feel like cotton. They're nice, aren't they? Because they're very contrasting. Well, no, I wasn't trying to say Farquharson, Fiona. I wouldn't know what is that a name, Farquharson? It's when I slipped with the words earlier. Purple, floral, fat quarters, pack of 4. Would you like me to open one up? I wasn't going to, but I will. No, it's too late now. It's open. Oh, actually, I said it. Maybe it's not 100% cotton. This one, I think this one might have a bit of polyester in it. That one. Oh, that's pretty though, isn't it? There we go. Put those away nicely. Hedged and shot. Oh, no, I haven't got them on camera. Okay. So now I've got red floral, if that's all right. This one ends 94. Oh, it's got a bit of ticking in this one. This is nice. Oh, it's got more fat quarters in it. It's got 5 fat quarters in this one. I called it red floral, but there's actually only one red floral. Just printed red, it says. They thought this one's is that strobing on the telly? Oh, no, it's all right. It's strobing in my eyes. Oh, now this is interesting. Polyester cotton mix, right? But it says, now I'm only telling this, I don't think I should tell you this, but for some reason, it says not suitable for washing. I'm sure you can wash them. Just do it on a 30-degree wash. Because what else are you going to do with them if you get it dirty, whatever you make out of it? Anyway, they're a poly cotton mix, these. Is that a picture from Alan? Alan, your pictures arrive. We'll show them in a second for you, my love. Because you were saying about making Christmas stockings out of the tartan, weren't you, Paul? Let's have a look at those. Is it ready? Let's have a look at the picture. This is from Alan. Christmas stockings, look. Have you, are they, they're not knitted. Oh, they can't be knitted, can they? Oh, they're socks to wear. But how will they stretch? Anyway, they're lovely. Thank you, Alan. Thank you. Sock slippers they are. Now it makes sense. Paul was getting a bit confused, Alan. Doesn't take much, but, you know, no. He said that at the same time as I did then. Right, now I've got pink and flowers. Oh, yeah, likely. Yeah, here. Do you want the number? That's the one. 14. These are... Oh, there's no mention on what these are made of. But you can wash these. That's not a problem. You can wash these. Or have you not got the graphic? OZC114. That's like... Oh, no, I better not say that. I'm going to sneeze. What's the matter? There you go. Oh, head. I'm very aware. No, look, you only have to lean in. That much. Need to brush the top of my hair, don't I? Paul hates my hair. I don't know why you bothered. Right, my grandson Jack, whose one is stood at the TV. Who is 1 year old, is stood waving. Vida, hello, Jack. Did you say Jack? Jack. Oh. Moving on. Right, now I'm on to neutrals. Now I'm going on to I've got 3 sets of neutrals here. I'm going to do the big one first, if that's all right, Paul. Yeah, number 63. YVZW63. Oh, do you know, 1, 2, there's only 5. It looked like there were more than 5. Right, let me just show you, because they're like linen-esque fabrics, right? So that's like a basket weave. That's like a lovely heavyweight calico. That's a lighter weight calico. Then look at these. Gay Paris, this one. Nice, isn't it? Tyrants de Porte. Where's the fleur? Oh, yeah, Fleur de Lis. Paris, 1889. It's nearly 7 o'clock. Université de France. I've said that one. Nice, that's pretty. But hang on, there's another one. Let me follow. Yeah. Oh, this is a nice bundle. It's an unusual bundle, this one, isn't it? Let me just put those back there. That one feels like sailcloth, that one there. Look at this one. This one's got scissors on it. Look. Right, have it the right way around. Oh, what's that word? That's a spelling mistake. Une course et broderie. Look, French countery. I don't know what that means. Antique irons. Antique sewing machine. Everything's antique, aren't they? That's unusual, isn't it? Stenciling sophistication. Oh, this isn't very French. Antique quilt jackets. I wonder why there's one English one in the middle of all the French ones. No, it's not a prim mini iron. Look. No, this one you have to put in a fire to get it hot. You don't plug it in. You only just seen that? Right, that's lovely, isn't it? Oh, that's right, because I've still got lots to do. It's fine. No, I've got 3 more fat quarters to do yet. Yeah, and then I'll do some books, and then I've got some threads. Right, so I've got 2 more. This one is 47, finishes for... Oh, this is nice. This is like that wide weave Hessian, isn't it, that one? Oh, this is nice. That's got a calico, and they look like tailoring, like, you know, the interfacings you put in jackets when you make jackets. There, that's lovely, that one. Natural fat quarter pack. I've just got to lift it up to read this. 1 Hessian, 1 cotton, and 2 linen. Nice, nice, that one. Look. $8.99, that one. The fat quarters. Oh, and you know what? Now, normally, Paul goes apron. Whenever we bring a fabric out, goes apron. You could make one of those lovely French boy aprons, couldn't you? Okay, moving on. I'm thinking of, like, when you go to... when I lived in Hackney... when I lived in Hackney, there was a French restaurant, and all the boys used to wear aprons, rolled over, long aprons. Right, this one is called 07. This is Hessian and cotton again. Oh, this is nice. I like this one as well, look. So you got gingham, spot. Oh, and spot. I like that one. So again, that's, look, it says on there, look. Hessian, cotton, and polyester. $12.99. That's the end of the fat quarters for this hour. Books, I've got 3 books. You tell me which one you've got first and I'll go that way. We can indeed. Oh, let's go around. 50 fat quarter toys. Is it in the right place? Paul did ballet at uni, fell off the tap. He got a 2-2, he's telling you now. But I mean, it's only years later and he's still doing the same jokes, isn't he? You know what I mean? Right. Patterns. Ursula the unicorn. Sydney the dog. Everlasting apples. Little Red Riding Hood. Owl. Oh, there's an owl coming up. Opscotch. Dancing ballerina. Dinky the dinosaur. Hunky monkey. Paul. Isn't that what that lady called you in the high street when you were wearing your t-shirt? Soldier on parade. Match the numbers. There's lots of patterns in here. Sweet strawberries. Bedtime buddies. Hey. Hungry little piggy. Buzzy bee. There's hundreds. Oh, there's 50, I suppose, aren't there? Let's get to the pictures then. Softy Skittles. 4 in a row. Oh, these are games. Look. Oh, do you remember those sweets? Do you remember those? That's not a space hopper. Well, you know a funny story about a space hopper, don't we, Paul? Oh, well, Joe knows it as well. Crayons. Match the numbers. Oh, look at Owl. Christine said those linen fat quarters would be brilliant for what she's doing today. Hopscotch. Noughts and crosses. That's that little Paul when he's asleep. He doesn't sleep very much, little Paul, no. Maybe you should learn to play the ukulele, Paul. Catch the fish. Oh, these are lovely, aren't they? Perfect pairs. Everlasting apples. Sweet strawberries. Five-eyed alien. Now, why did I read Elliot there? Five-eyed Elliot I read there. There's the dinky dinosaur. Not Dicky the dinosaur, it's a dinky dinosaur. Mermaid. Oh, no, it's not a mermaid, look. Paul's got one of those. I've got a picture of it somewhere. Yeah. That she's used Tilda fabric. Look, Ursula the unicorn. Ditsy teddy bear. Betty the bird. Fox pillow. I tell you what, when I had Ripley to stay, Ripley's a dog, right? All she would do is roll in fox poo every day, and I'd have to shampoo her in the garden afterwards. Curious cat. Freddy fish. Wise old owl. Rosie rabbit. Blimey, this is never ending, this book. Hungry little piggy. Look at his hips. A moment on the lips, a lifetime on the hips. Matilda goose. Oh, it's a gosling, actually. Buzzy bee. Hunky monkey. You see, no wonder that woman stopped Paul walking on the high street, because that's what Paul looks like when he walks down the high street in his t-shirt. Bits and blocks robot. Soldier on parade. Kitty doll. Gingerbread man. Dancing ballerina. Oh, Little Red Riding Hood. Blimey, you get loads. How much is this? Sorry, I've taken way too long. 50, right? 50. That's 60p. Isn't that 60? No, 6p. Hang on, work it out. Come on, John. Is it? 50 at a penny. Yeah. Drum roll. Yeah. No, 12.99 divided by 50. 25p. That was right. Right here. Now, which one would you like? I've got take 2 fat quarters, home and gifts. No, one's home and one's gifts. Home, 16 projects. How much is this one from Search Press? Yeah, got to get a move on. Look, I've got to get the threads done. $9.99 this one. We'll have less of the sarcasm, Paul. Thank you. Oh, I know Wendy Gardner. Oh, I didn't realise this was her book. Where does it say that on the front? Oh, it says there, in big letters, Wendy Gardner. Right, okay, and it's in the graphics as well. How funny. Okay, moving on. And then we've got Take Two Fat Quarters Gifts. Again, by Wendy Gardner. With 2 full-size template sheets. Where are they then? Yeah, look. This is limited, this one. Two-tone teddy. Wasn't that a Benny Hill song? Two-tone teddy from Teddington, and he drove the baker's van. Anyway, tablet sleeve, scissor keep. Do you remember that? No, I don't. He lived in Teddington, Benny Hill, yeah. Okay, now I've got threads. How many minutes have we got? Oh, 4, right, we're okay. Very quickly, I'll just go take you through these threads. Let's do this. Let's do, which one? Oh, Deco Stitch, that was this one, wasn't it? This is Paul's favourite. I don't know why it's called Deco Stitch. Oh, Decorative. Decorative Stitch, that's why. Not Deco like Art Deco. Paul likes this because he loves a variegated thread. Actually, I don't need to get one of these for Dulcie because she wants a variegated thread. £45.99. You get, no, you don't get 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 20 threads. No, that's right, 20 threads. They're just over £2 each. Well, the variegated ones are, aren't they? £45.99. Graphics out, moving on. Now I've got, to me or you? Right, I'm going to do this one. Gutterman. I can't say that word. It's a nostalgic book, but that's not, does that mean nostalgic on there? Oh, someone sellotaped it into the blooming packet. I can't open it. No, they're coming different. This is a different pattern look, Joe. Well, you might have had this one. Oh, no, hang on. I tell a lie. I tell a lie. I tell a lie. Thank you, Jeremy. Oh, that's a nice gift. $39.99. 30 threads you're getting there for $39.99. Those gorgeous colours. And then you got the tin afterwards to keep your sweets in. Biscuits, pins, buttons. Oh, that'd make a nice button box, wouldn't it, actually? Okay. Right, what's next? Which one? You have to tell me which one's next then, Paul. Okay, this is at 74 it finishes. There you go. These are like autumnal colours. Oh, these are cotton. 100% cotton. Well, no, you always think of Gutterman, don't you, as being a polyester thread. $14.99. Now, that's good because you... How many... Pack of 4? Oh, hang on. No. Oh, no, pack 4. Pack 4. So you get 10 each with 100 metre on. Now, they're £1.80 if you buy those at the shop. So that should be £18. Excuse me. Thank you. Then the next one is 72. So these aren't... Yeah, I'm just looking at the colours. Yeah, those had browns in them. These got reds and pinks in them, these. This is pack 1. Oh, dear. That's pack 1. And then the last one is this one. Oh, these are blues and greens. This is pack 5. Well, where's 2 and 4? Oh, I don't know. Who scheduled this hour? Which one? There's so many of them here. $14.99. Oh, hang on, my glasses are in shot. So there you go. 14. Oh, that's a nice picture, isn't it? £14.99. This is natural cotton, 50 weight. Okay, very quickly, Paul wants you to look at this. On the website, there's very few sewing machines left. There's the sewing machines there. You can have a look at press on then. It'll tell you, click on any of them. Click on the Dukey one. There's only one of those left, look. Obviously, it's a considered purchase, $2,795. But we can help with the burden because you can pay £559 a month. There's only one left. And you heard Gary yesterday saying he doesn't know when he can get us more. But you pay, how much is it? $559 a month. The first month you get you have to pay the post and packaging on it the first month as well. And you get free machine feet worth £160 thrown in on that. £106. Does it got a picture of the feet or not? No. Oh, at the bottom there, No, I think that's what it comes with anyway, isn't it, that one? Anyway, don't go anywhere. Wendy's back. She's making this. Who's this? Well, actually, who's this? Oh, nearly fell over. Don't go anywhere, because Wendy's going to show you how to do that. It's made from Tilda. It's a lovely bundle for you. You can make 16 blocks. We will see you in 4 minutes from now.
If you love sewing, then you need the UK's favourite sewing magazine. Every month, you'll receive exclusive patterns. Follow simple step-by-step guides suitable for all skill levels to make your own stunning clothes, accessories and more, together with inspiring tips and tricks from industry experts. Join in and discover your love for sewing. Try Love Sewing today and get your first 3 issues for just £6.
Shopping with us couldn't be easier. If you want to shop online, then you can head to our website, www.sewingstreet.com. It will redirect you to our sister channel Jewellery Makers landing page. Don't worry, you haven't gone to the wrong place. We're simply using their website temporarily while we're building our own web shop. Scroll down past the Watch Live part and you'll see all of the products that you will have seen on air on today's live show. You can also shop our catalogue by clicking a category, clicking a product to view closer and adding it to your basket. Once you're ready to check out, you will need to create an account, which is absolutely free to do so, but it will mean that you can check out on as many orders as you want throughout the day with still only paying 1 postage and packaging. If you'd prefer to speak to somebody in our UK-based customer service team, then you can do so via the free telephone line number 0800 001 4433. They will not only help you create an account, but will also help you with any of your online shopping. If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
Did you know that if you shop with Sewing Street, you're only going to pay 1 lot of postage all day? That's 1 payment of £3.95, no matter what you're buying. And you can check out as many times as you like without having to pay another delivery charge. So shop online at www.sewingstreet.com, or you can order via our call centre, which is 0800 001 4433.
Hi, I'm Rosie Wells.
My name's Poppy and I'm a nutritional therapist.
Hi, I'm Ruth Lynette and I can't wait to join you all on the brand new Gemporia Lifestyle channel.
If you're a fan of primal living, you're going to adore what's around the corner.
What is lifestyle? Lifestyle is healthy habits.
Feeling good, it's about looking great.
Making sure that we're taking good care of ourselves inside.
And it's about the life that you lead and the home that you live in.
All of this is why I'm so excited.
We've got the most wonderful team.
Homeware deals and primal deals under one roof on one channel.
I can't wait to share this brand new channel with you. So we'll see you soon on Gemporia Lifestyle.
Gemporia Lifestyle, coming soon to Freeview Channel 74 and gemporia.com.
Hello everyone, my name's Cara Ackerman and I'm absolutely delighted to be here at Sewing Street. I actually originated from Hertfordshire, then went down to Hampshire and then it ended up in the East Midlands. I've been in the East Midlands for about 40 years now, which seems crazy, but 36 of those I actually worked with DMC Creative World, which was wonderful. I really, really enjoyed that. And then I decided to go freelance and that's how I got introduced to Sewing Street. I love doing anything to do with textiles, so embroidery, cross stitch, patchwork, done a bit of quilting, bag making, toy making, oh goodness, there's loads and loads of things. What I love doing is just trying something new, and I think one of the tips is don't be frightened of trying something new. You always learn from it, and you know, don't be scared of making mistakes either. We all learn from the mistakes that we make. Little bit about me that you might not know, and that's a bit of a surprise. I once went to the garden party down at Buckingham Palace, the Queen's garden party, for some work that I did with Marie Curie. I was so lucky to go there, and just a wonderful time. So I hope to see more of you on Sewing Street, and I hope to try lots of new crafts with you. So see you again soon. Bye bye.
I know, here we go again, more sanitising. You know what? I'll have to get some of that seams, no, well, she's got sanitizer because she messaged me. Oh, what's right? Blackcurrant was spelt incorrectly on the box. I'm not supposed to tell you that. No, you were wrong. I'm rarely wrong. Well, have been the last few days, haven't I? Anyway, look at this gorgeous quilt. Right, it's lovely. It's made of Tilda fabric. Now, it's a design by Lou Orth, right? Lou Orth, and it's called Hooray! In our bundle, you've got enough to make 16 blocks. You're only seeing 12 blocks there, but I will explain that in a second. We have got 16 blocks to show you, but in the bundle I'm about to offer you, you have got enough fabric to do the front of the quilt and the binding of the quilt. Obviously, you have to supply your own wadding and your own backing if you want to make it, but there's enough fabric in here to make exactly what Wendy's going to show you, 16 blocks. So I'll do the fabric first. You get 3.5 metres of the, now it looks like ivory. Little Paul will be able to tell me what it's called exactly, I think, on his sheet, will he? He's just getting it. You get 3.5 metres of that. You get 1 metre of the purple, actually, let's get it out and have a look. You get 1 metre of the purple swirl, because that's your constant. And then you get 1/2 metre of each of these lovely tildes. Right, that's Tilda Rosebird in Song. Mauve, yeah. This is Tilda Old Rose in Lucy Lavender. Oh, that must have been, sorry, that must have been that one, yeah. Bouquet in Autumn Teal. Berry Jam. Oh, no, they're berry jams. Anyway, you get all of those. You get all of those. 1/2 metre, 1/2 metre, 1/2 metre, 1/2 metre. So 2 metres there, plus 1 metre of that, plus 3.5 metres of ivory. Let me just take you through the pattern very quickly. I'm not going to tell you how to make it. I'm just saying, I'll just take you through it, right? So you see here, they've got a baby quilt, a lap quilt, and the bed quilt. We have done enough fabric in the kit to make the lap quilt, which is 16 blocks. But it's up to you. It's completely and utterly up to you. You could make that one, you know what I mean, and make 4 of them if you wanted to. So there's all the fabric, and then Wendy will go through all the instructions with you. I'm not going to do that now. And then obviously they're sashed and put together. You even get a colouring page. Now I would suggest photocopying that, make it a little bit bigger. Who's doing the washing up? Yeah. And then write your notes in here. Anything, when you make it the first time, write notes so you remember the next time you come to make it, that what you might have had an issue with or something like that. Okay, so shall we have a look at the quilt again? We'll just have a look at a picture of the quilt. Just so you can see, here it is, look. So each block is exactly the same, but it's just about how you place your fabrics, isn't it? 6.5 metres of fabric plus your pattern, £68.99. That's enough to do the front and the binding. Right, Wendy, take us away. It's a gorgeous quilt, isn't it?
It's beautiful, and the fabrics are really lovely, and they're a really good quality weight as well.
Oh no, Tilda is a fantastic weight.
It really is gorgeous. And I've made 12, I've made a 3x4 on the back here. Now the reason I've made it is because I'm tight, John.
Oh, okay. Fine. What, drunk?
I'm frugal.
Right.
So this to me is big enough. for me to just be able to snuggle in the evenings. And
I see. You're thinking of it like on the back of the sofa and wrapping it round yourself.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And so this size is just perfect for me. And then I've got 4 squares left over. Well, I've actually got more than that because I've got more fabric.
I was going to say, do you have some left over
I
at
have
the end?
some fabric left over. And then you can make some cushions. You can make, what I would do, I'd snuggle under that one and then I'd have 4 cushions around the lounge or in the bedroom. And this one I have made out of all the fabrics.
Right.
So this one has a mix of all of them.
Okay. I need to tell you, sorry to interrupt, the fabrics aren't available on their own on the web. Don't be looking for them on the website. They're only available in the kit. We don't have them.
Right. But on the one on, sorry, Paul, to mess you about. The one on the back now has got every colourway that you've got. So you get 4 fabrics, which means that you have one of the large squares. And then each of the large squares then has a different colour fabric around it. So the 4th one, to me, would be the same square as you've got the outer. So then you've got 4 different variations, but the corners, they're called, and I don't know why they're called that, Paul, maybe?
Secondary.
John, secondary, because they are making that, like,
yes, now there's something very, very important that we have to say right from the beginning, isn't there? The pattern asks you for 8 different fabrics, doesn't it?
It says, if we look on the second page, it tells you, and I have drawn on this, I do apologise, but it tells you that you get 8 main prints, so you need to make 2 of each, because obviously the 16 blocks, so 2 8s are 16, but there's only 4 fabrics.
Yes.
Which means that all you need to do, and it's only for the main fabric, John, is that you make 4. So you cut 4 of that, but all the rest is exactly the same.
Perfect.
So it's only that fabric. And I quite like the fact that there are only 4 fabrics because it doesn't make it look too busy.
I was going to say, if you had another 4 different prints in there, there'd be no cohesion almost, would there?
And they are all, I don't do random. But I kind of have done random. So each of them have got a different centre and a different outer in the same row.
Yeah, but it's ordered random, yours, isn't it? You haven't just gone, oh, whatever, I'll just put whatever. You've actually sat and thought it through.
I did, I did, and it took me quite a while. But so each of them rows have got them, and I just think that it's so pretty. But I think you may have print overload if you did have 8.
Yes.
So I think having 4 is absolutely right, but that just need to pay attention to that you need to double up. But as I say, it's only the main.
I think that it would also, I mean, it looks lovely in the Tilda fabrics and everything, but if you were to, I like block solid colours, if you to make each of the big stars, like make a red one, a yellow one, a green one, a purple one, a blue one, I think that would be quite nice as well, and kind of very more contemporary sort of thing, but it'd be really, really...
Or if you did make this one and you did have some plain fabric, that you could do the sashes.
Oh, yes,
that would look incredible if you did them in a block colour.
Or what Tilda does is each time she designs a new range, it goes with the range before and the range before. So you might at home buy this kit and think, oh, I've got a really lovely one with the ducks on that would look gorgeous in the sashing. Use that and then save the bit of cream.
And actually, when you do look on the desk in front of you, they look really busy and they look as though they possibly won't go. But then when you look at it on the quilt,
that's her art,
absolutely
isn't it?
Gorgeous.
You look, when you get a new range from Tilda, you think, oh, these aren't going to work. But actually, you put them into a project and they work brilliantly.
I'm an absolute fan of white, cream, pale colours. So that to me is perfect.
Oh, isn't that funny? Because I like a dark background quilt. I would want mine in with a navy background with the bright colours. Yeah,
you absolutely could. But what if you put a darker colour with it? It's going to make those pop even more. So there are options if people at home, or I know that you sell loads of plain fabrics anyway. But if they've got a darker fabric,
oh, who hasn't got stash at home? Do you know what I mean?
I don't want to tell you how big my stash is.
Exactly.
So if I'll just talk you a little bit through the pattern.
Yes, please
first.
do.
It's a really great, and this is the second one that I've worked on of Lou's, and they're absolutely brilliant, these patterns to follow. And I do apologise to those earlier. This was the one that you can make and sell.
Okay.
I don't know about the bag.
Yeah.
It may have that policy, but this was the one where in the back it just states that that you can do that. But please, could you just hashtag and tag her?
Yes, of course. Okay, that's nice.
Brilliant. So. You've explained a little bit about that, and then it just tells you what the supplies you need, and then it tells you the different parts of the block. So we've got the main and the centre. But again, read it a couple of times first, and then it just tells you what to do with the cutting out and then what each block needs. So it's really, really super easy. And this one, I was saying last time the one I made was took quite a long time. Each block took about an hour, and this one is much less, because if you can see in the blocks here, you've got a big block here that covers 4, and then you've got these ones that cover 2. So straight away, it's not going to take so much time, but it's still going to be a considered enough project for you to get your teeth in.
Totally.
And that's what I really love.
Yeah.
But you could easily make one of these in the evening, make a block each evening.
5 minutes in, of course, the stock's gone. Just to warn you.
I am not surprised. It is beautiful. So the first thing that you need to do is cut all your pieces out. Now, I don't know what you do, John. I like to spend an evening cutting.
Right.
Cutting is not my favourite, and I was dreading cutting. And then I found I've got a stripology, but I just use it for cutting strips.
Yes.
Didn't even think about doing this. It's incredible. It's brilliant, and you can even cut. I'm not sure if people realise that you can cut on the quarter as well, because you do need to cut quarters on here. My one at home, I'm going to be getting one of these because this is brilliant. It's much sturdier than the one I have. But the 1/4 inch mark is this quarter. I don't know if you can pick it up on here. Will you be able to pick it up?
If you leave it flat, then
let
I'll get.
Let me just put something behind it.
Yeah.
This is what we're looking for. This 1/4.
Can you go in on that, Jeremy?
Sorry, there we go. There we go. Sorry, Joe. So that there is your 1/4 inch.
Okay, just point to it again for us now. We're in
this one here.
Yeah, perfect.
So sorry, I just wanted to make sure that you could see that. My one at home, the 1/4 inch is actually a 1/4 inch in.
Right,
and
this one.
That's going to make a huge difference if people. I know if people have got that particular ruler at home and it's a 1/4 inch in, it does make a difference.
You can't beat Creative Grids. Rachel the ruler. Look, we've got Creative Grids on for you today.
Honestly, they are.
But this isn't just for cutting squares. You can cut strips with this. You can cut all.
Well,
do all
I only
sorts
cut strips with it, and because I've got most of the rulers out there going, because I'm a huge fan of Creative Grids. But I just cut my strips. But of course, with this, you can just cut anything you like. So I just want to show you how to cut the 1/4, because you do need to cut 3 3/4 inch squares. So the first thing you do, and that's pretty standard with anything, John, is that you're just going to cut off any fabrics because you want a straight line. So I have gone a bit more than I need to, but I wanted to make sure I got all 4 layers.
Oh, hang on, the wrong graphics were in. Sorry. Are they the right ones now? There's the right graphics. £44.99. 3 mistakes he's made that he knows of today. Right.
Has he been told off, John? Have you told him off?
No, that's not me telling him off.
So as I say, it's going to make a difference what ruler you've got. For the one that you've got the 1/4 inch on the outside, you need to take a 1/4 inch off your final measurement.
Right.
So I want 3 3/4 inches.
Right.
So I take off a 1/4, so I'm left with 3 1/2.
Right.
So that as long as I line it up against, I'm showing you here, but I'm lining up against that dotted line and the bottom, because obviously we want our bottom to be straight.
Yes.
And then I'm going to cut it at 3 1/2. Now, because I already had a 1/4 inch peeping, that's now going to be a perfect 3 3/4 inches. And then you would do exactly the same.
So,
the other way.
Is everything 3 3/4 inches? What would you say? 3
Right. So the half square triangles are 3 inches.
Right.
But to make them, they're made out of 3 3/4.
Yes, yeah.
So it gives you a little bit of wiggle room, because obviously you've got your seam allowance that we're going to be doing in a moment. So initially you need to cut all the ones that are going to be half square
triangles,
need to be 3
which is
3/4.
nearly all of them.
You only get literally a few that are actually not, but they're 3 inches. Obviously, if you're cutting the on the inch or the half inch, but for a lot of people that don't know that you can actually cut quarters.
Quarter on that.
If, however, you've got, like I have at home, the 1/4 inch is
inside,
you need to add a 1/4 inch on, so that you will cut it on the 4 mark, because you've come in a 1/4 inch, then it'll give you 3 3/4. So I don't want everyone at home to start cutting and then realise.
Check which ruler you've got.
Just check which ruler that you've got first. So that's really, really easy. And it's revolutionised making these quilts now, because it's so much quicker, John.
Perfect.
Then what we're going to do, we're going to make the half square triangles. So we've got our 3, this is what we're aiming to get. 3 inch squares. So to start off life, they start off as 3 3/4 inches, and you need 2 of them. So you need the 2 fabrics. If when you've made this and then you want to make more, then you'll see that here I've got a plain fabric. You can't tell, I'm always saying this, you cannot tell right sides and wrong sides. But initially you want to be drawing your line on the wrong side of the fabric.
Yes, so if it's a patterned one, you draw it on the wrong side.
Exactly, so I'm just going to get my pen and a ruler. So we've got to pretend this, got to use our imagination and pretend this is the wrong side, John. And then we're going to draw a line from corner to corner.
Okay.
Now, I did do the one that I did last time, John, I did show you how to do it if it was directional and you wanted them all facing up the right way. So just check that out. I think it's probably, I'm not sure if it's on YouTube, but it should be on there.
Yeah. You remember what date you did it?
I do think someone did mention that it wasn't on YouTube. Sorry.
Okay, we can find out.
But if you could find out, because it does make a difference, because all you would do then is if you've got 4 squares you need to make into half triangles of the same print, have them all facing the same way, and then 2 of them you would draw the top right to bottom left, and then you turn it round, and then that way you get every angle that you want.
But with this, we don't need to worry about direction, do we, on this one?
Just this one. That's directional. Because the print is so small.
Oh yes, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
I've gone rogue. I've literally just picked up a piece and gone with it.
But the thing people say about quilts, right, is if you had that on a bed, you could be sleeping at that end or you could be sleeping at that end. So it doesn't really matter which way they're going, does it really?
You could have it anyway. And because the print is really small, you're not really going to... Well, I certainly wouldn't see it with my glasses off, John.
No, the only one I think you'd find, John, is if you put it in the middle square direct. Well, no, you're not seeing anything.
Well, no, actually not, because that may be why it's done, actually, because this one never ends up in the middle.
Oh,
that's the one that creates the secondary stars, so it never ends up there. So, and I think this one's directional, John. But
you're not going to tell when you start chopping into that now. No.
And then all we're going to do is we're going to put right sides together. Yeah. So I've drawn on the wrong side, and I'm going to put right sides together. Now, I'm going to pretend that this blue line is now the edge of my fabric.
Right.
So I'm going to do a 1/4 of an inch seam. Now it is a scant 1/4 of an inch seam.
Right, hang on. You're going to do 1/4 of an inch on what side or both sides?
So I'm going to sew down this side with the quilter, then I'm going to turn it round, and then I'm going to sew down that side.
Fine, so you're saying 1/4 of an inch either side of the line.
Now I'm doing a scant 1/4 of an inch.
Yeah.
Because when you are turning the fabric over and you're ironing it, you're going to get a little raised bit. So if you're just going to do 1/4 of an inch, it's not going to fit this one because this has been measured to a scant. So that is really, really a good point to say, because otherwise if all these are out, then it's just not going to fit.
And does it say in the instructions that you need to use a scant?
It does. I will just double check. Yeah, that's...
you must have, yeah.
Exactly.
And when you call it a scant, how much off 1/4 of an inch is a scant?
I now, although it does say a scant, I now would bring this into play or this into play because these are the two that are more important than anything, because when you sew the 2 half squares together, or it doesn't have to be half squares, but when you sew these together, they have to fit. They have to fit this. So that's actually what I'm going to do now then, John. Let me do the cutting first, and then I'll explain that, because that is a very, very good point. Yeah. So I'm going to do a 1/4 of an inch, and I'm just going to move my... Oh, have you been playing with these stitches, John? It says on 17. Don't want to do that.
Oh yes, because I was showing how the machine worked earlier. Just switch it off and switch it back on again.
That's fine. I've sorted him. So I'm just going to do 1/4 of an inch. Right, let me just check it, then I'll be able to show people how to do that at home. No, that's gone the other way, hasn't it? So
if you look, if you pull the thing out, it should tell you.
Pull the thing out. Oh.
Isn't it?
Oh, have they got one for it then? No.
Is it not on that one?
No, not on that one. That may be one of the other models, John. So I'm going to take it to this side. Let's try a 5.5. I know my one at home is a 5.5.
Yeah.
Let's just see. And I'm just going to get that's a 1/4 of an inch. I'm just going to check to see it is. So the scant is going to be a little bit less. Actually, that's pretty good, John. So I've laid my stitch line on there, and I can see that it's just a little bit more. Right, that should be okay. We'll see.
Okay, we'll see.
Right, so I'm just going to sew remember I'm going to sew down one side,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to sew back up the other. You can chain piece this one if you want to,
I was going to
John.
say there must be hundreds of them that you have to do.
But bear in mind, if you are chain piecing, because you're ending up with a point and starting with a point each time, give yourself enough room to be able to do that. Otherwise, you'll find you get in a bit of a pickle, and I did get in a bit of a pickle with it, John. So I'm sewing down
Because
one side.
there's 16 half square triangles in each block, aren't there? And 16 times 16 is a lot.
It is a lot, isn't it? It's 100 and something, yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, it's not playing ball today, is he? That's okay. Not going to let it beat me, John.
No.
There we go. It's very smooth running.
Do what? What's happened now?
Nothing to see here, John.
Okay.
Nothing to see here at all.
Okay, while Wendy's rethreading her machine, I'll just tell you that is it more than half has gone, did you say? No. Oh, a third. A third of the stock has gone already. Well, we don't need to do the wadding just yet, but just while we're waiting, we'll just do the wadding, depending on what you prefer. This is queen size cotton batting. It's called cotton, but it's 80/20. This is actually, I wouldn't go with this one, to be honest, because the background is ivory, and I think I might go with a white wadding rather than a cream wadding, because just in case you do see it through. Personal opinion, yep. The white one here is this one I go for. This is polyester. Easy to quilt, down like softness, queen size. Does it say 100% polyester on it? Where is it? Anyway. Well, they're flapping in the wind. That's why their wings are down, Paul. Anyway, moving on.
And that's actually a really valid point, because with the cushion,
Yes.
I wanted to try the, I can't think what the wadding was, and then I put a bit of a darker colour behind it and you can see through.
Yes, no, that's what I'm saying. So if you're doing like an ivory or white background, sometimes it's better to go. You can get white 80/20, you can get white wool, but it's just, I think it's important because if you do see any strands coming through, they're not going to be as pure as the actual fabric.
This is being...
Oh, you having issues?
Yeah, I'm having issues with the old... I'm going to turn it off and start again.
Okay.
But that's good, because then I can show people at home that if you just put it in the corner and...
You sit in the corner and be quiet, John.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to take it all out and start again.
Has the thread got caught or something in the bobbin?
I think it's just not playing ball. There we go. I'm going to take the bobbin out and start again.
Okay. It could be that. Oh no, it could be that's been cleaned. You see, that's the other thing, because they get used day in, day out, day in, day out.
And I think a lot of people forget that actually it's just like it is like a tool, isn't it, that you do need to look after.
And also, you're supposed to change the needle after every 8 hours of sewing.
Do you do that?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you? Are you
and
just
it's
telling me?
very important.
Oh,
yes.
it is.
But Gary was saying yesterday, it's more important to have a sharper needle than the correct size needle. You know what I mean? So sometimes he just uses 80s on it, absolutely
does he?
everything. Yeah.
Ooh. Wow.
Right, let's see. If it plays up again, we've got another one underneath the table. Sadly, I can't come over and help.
That's okay. That's okay. It's, as I say, sometimes it just needs to just
to be
rethreaded. I'm not going to let it beat me.
No.
Right. We'll just hope that it doesn't make a funny noise now. And just I must remember to put my stitch length back, my stitch width back up to what it was. There we go. There we go. That's all it needed.
There you go. Perfect.
But that's actually good to show, because to show people that sometimes that's all it is. It is not liking. Maybe it's the thread.
Oh, is it still not liking it?
But yeah, maybe that's just what it needed. Right. There we go. It's been one of those days today, John.
Oh, no.
But that's fine.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So now we've sewn both sides.
Yeah.
And all you want to do is you just want to cut down the middle. Now you can use your ruler, or you can use your scissors, or you can just... I've done loads of these now, John.
Yes, I know, but you could get one of these.
I use that all the time. I tell you one that is brilliant. I don't know if it's in stock, so I shouldn't say it. The smaller one.
Oh, right. Well, this
That
one's
is
the one we've got
fantastic.
today. I don't know if you can have a look on the website, because everything's on the website that we haven't got. This is the ruler that all of our designers say that they start off with. If you've not got a creative grid, this is the one that they buy to start with, because you can fold a piece of fabric in half and go across the width of the fabric. It's got all your increments on there in both black and white. It's got it all in 1/4 inches. It's got what creative grids are best at. They've got the silicone dot dots on it to stop it slipping on your fabric and everything like that. Have you got it yet? It's all right, me chattering away, Jeremy, but if they can't buy it, there it is, £23.99.
That's the one I started with.
Yeah, everybody starts with that one. Right, okay, so you've sliced it through the middle.
So I've sliced it through the middle, and now I've created my half square triangles.
Okay.
Now what you want to do is you just want to iron them on the dark side. There will be some times where you need to just jiggle, and maybe when you come to put them together you might need to move the seam over to the other side. But you want to set the seam first, because you want to set all those stitches in, and then to iron on the dark side you just have the dark side facing, and all I mean is the darker fabric. It's nothing sinister, it's just the darker fabric with the stitch mark at the top, and then you just push it back. And I like to just offer that up to the seam, you'll find that resistance, and then just put it down. Don't wiggle and jiggle it about, because it's on the bias. So
and
it's
don't
going to be
steam either.
Exactly.
It's on steam.
It's on, yes, thank you.
I couldn't see that. I just say, because
hear
once
it.
you've steamed your fabric, that's it, you can't manipulate it or anything like that.
And you are working on that, but the stay press is brilliant for that, because that will just stabilise, and we'll do exactly the same the other side.
Do we have best press? Do we have best press on the website? Because if you are doing any bias seams, if you spray your fabric best press, it just stabilises it a little bit as well.
And it does make a huge difference. That's the thing, and because you have got that stretch. And really what you want to be doing is you want to be keeping your fabric as true to form as it is each time you're sewing, otherwise it's going to go out. Now, so we've now got our squares, but because we sewed them bigger together, we need to cut them down, and this is where this has just revolutionised. I didn't enjoy cutting, now I can't wait to do the cutting. It's brilliant with this. So all you want to do here is you want to lay, because we now need to cut this down, and you want to lay it across one of the 45 degrees dotted lines along that centre line. You don't really want it in the corner here, because if you laid that on there, you haven't really got enough to cut. So it doesn't matter where you lay it, as long as it's on one of those 45 degree. And then you want to come in so that you've got a little bit of fabric either side of the 0 and the 3. And then you just cut it.
Is that what size you want? You aim
3 inches.
3 inch finished.
3 inches.
Not finished, 3 inch cut.
3 inch cut. So we've now got a perfect 3 inch strip, so to speak. It's not quite a square yet. But if you were to cut it now, just any willy-nilly, you possibly may, if I were just to cut it so down this side, you're going to have that gap there. It states in here you need to have this fabric in the corner on both ends, and that's so simple with these rulers now, because now what we need to do is line this another 45 degree angle that we line up here. I'm going to take it, I'm not going to start at the naught, I'm going to start at 1, because then it just gives me the line to follow. But I want that 1 to be at the bottom here. And then what you'll see is when I've done that, and then cut it. So I'm doing 1, and 1 and 3 is 4, so I need to cut it at the 4. And then what that's then giving me is a perfect square that has the fabric right in each of the corners. And that is going to make the difference between you having everything on point without really having to work too hard at it. The next thing, I will just cut the second one because I want to show you the trick to then find out about your scant. So again, for those of you that just missed it, I'm going to put it on the naught so it's easier to see. You line up the first middle with one, that's it, with one of the dotted lines. And now I'm going the other way. You'll see I'm doing it the other way this time. It doesn't really matter, John, which one you do first. So I'm going to do, this one's pretty good, this one. You didn't tell me, did you?
What?
I'm cutting the same one.
Oh, right, sorry. I didn't even notice. No, it's just while
you just left me to
while you're cutting that, I'm just going to say, Amanda is still confused about what a scant 1/4 inch is. Right. So what you do is, Amanda, is where you're sewing, normally you'd sew 1/4 inch in from the edge of your fabric. What you're doing is you're sewing like a hair's breadth inside that 1/4 inch. So it's not a full 1/4 inch. It's like, it's not even a measurement, it's just a hair's breadth in, so that when you press it back, because if you think about it, if you've sewn dead on the 1/4 inch, when you fold it back, a bit of it is going to be in the bit that goes that way and then folds over. Whereas if you've done a scant 1/4 inch, when you press it open, it's exactly the right place where you turn it back over. Have I explained that properly enough?
That was perfect. And in most instances, it wouldn't matter if you were just sewing something that didn't have the intersections. But of course, when you've got the intersections, you do need to have them really spot spot on. And then all we're going to do now is we're just going to take 2 of the squares, it doesn't matter how we sew them together for the moment, and then I'm going to do a seam down here, and I'm just going to guess, I'm going to put it on 6, and I've moved my needle right over to the 6, and then I'm just going to sew down, and I'm looking at the right hand side of my foot. And I'm not reversing at each end, John, because you told me not to, so I do listen. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to press them open. And this is purely just to find if I've got my measurements right on my machine. And then what I would do, I then take it and put it against either one of the rectangles or one of the squares. And when you look at it, you can see that that's absolutely spot on. Now, if I had just sewn at my normal 1/4 of an inch, then it would have been out.
Yeah.
So I've just increased it slightly to put my needle to the right slightly to make it a bit smaller. And you couldn't have explained it any better, John. That was absolutely perfect. And all you're doing is allowing for the hump in the middle. So we don't want the hump in the middle.
No.
And now the fun part. So we've got all our bits together and we're just going to start laying them out. And you'll see on here, and what I would do...
Shh. Paul's climbing, I'm ever sorry everyone, Paul's climbing on a ladder. Anyway, you carry on, ignore them.
I'll just carry on.
Yeah.
So we're going to be working on this formation. And what I would do, if it was me, is I would make one and then just copy that one rather than looking on here.
Yes.
It's much easier to look at one that you've already made. So what we're going to do, and this, I've made 2 because you'll see that this is just a mirror image of that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to...
How did you decide which colours go where?
The corner ones, which are the secondary stars,
they have to be this one.
You have
no choice in that because you get a metre of that one and that's why you have to do that one.
And that's brilliant because, as I say, that's the directional one. You don't have to worry about it and that's brilliant. The other ones, do what you like.
Yeah.
As I say, with the cushion, I've done all of them.
Yes.
So if you wanted to have a whole quilt, obviously you would have to have...
the corner ones.
These in the corner. But then, and you couldn't have a whole quilt of those. Well,
they've all got to be different.
But yeah.
They've all got, the centre blocks have all got to be a random.
But you could do random.
Yes.
So you could have 16. If you're going to make the 16 one, you could have 16 random blocks.
Yeah.
But as I say, 12, and then you can make cushions and goodness knows what with it. So all we're going to do is we're going to follow this pattern, and you won't be surprised, I shouldn't think, with me, John, the amount of times I've unpicked these because I thought it was right, and I looked at it again and then it wasn't.
Right.
So I'm just laying them out, and I'm following this diagram.
Yeah.
So that's that way. Oh, see, look, that's that way. That's that way. And then, so I've got my top row, I've just copied, and you'll see that if I turn this over here, it's exactly the same as this anyway, because it's a mirror image. And then all we're going to do, because now we've worked out our scant 1/4 of an inch, we know that that's right.
Okay.
We're going to sew them together.
Do you not lay out the whole block before you start sewing?
You can do.
No,
you
I'm just
can.
asking. No,
you can do.
It's all different.
You can do. Yeah. As long as I know that I've got all my pieces are there, then I'm okay. But yes, if you are a beginner, definitely lay them out first. But I know these, well, I'm hoping they're all here. I know these are all here, so that's what I would do first. And then it does explain on the next page, and this is the great thing about this one, because you sew the top 2 rows together, but then the next 2 rows have to be sewn together before you add them on.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
So we're going to do the top.
We're going to do the top 2 rows. So all I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sewing these together. And the brilliant thing about these, John, is that they haven't got too many intersections that you have to worry about.
Yeah.
So I'm literally just not going to do a reverse stitch.
Now you've learned.
And to your point about chain stitching earlier, if you did lay them all out, there's nothing to stop you doing 1 and 2 of the first row, and this, you could do them that way. That would probably really confuse me, John. So I wouldn't even go there personally if it was me.
Okay, and now you're doing something interesting. No, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. It's not wrong.
Okay.
Okay, no. Right, okay, what lots of people who do quilting would do is they'd sew 1 and 2 together, they'd sew 3 and 4 together, and they'd sew 5 and 6 together.
Right.
So that you're then only, when you put them together, you're then only going to put the ones that 1 and 2 together with 3 and 4. So rather than you building a long strip, you make it into sections.
You lost me at 1 and 2 and
okay,
3.
so you've just sewn 1 and 2 together,
No, I know.
right?
I know what you're saying. So then I would sew those
3 and 4 together.
Right, okay then, because I am a novice quilter, I have done a few. What's the benefit? What's the difference?
Because if you go very, very long, you start bananaing and it starts moving. And the other thing we were saying earlier about the reason it's so precise is, yes, it's only 1/8 of an inch here and there, but if you've got 8 blocks going across and each one is 1 out, when you get to the end, you're a whole inch out.
That's exactly where I was saying to you before, that preparation. If you cut everything and then you've got everything right and you do your seam allowance correct, it should all go together.
Which is why it's really important as well that you only ever use one machine for one quilt.
Definitely.
Because if you sewed half of that at home...
We will find this when I get here.
Oh, yes, you might do. Yes, you might do, because you've done half this, haven't you?
So I've just sewn 1 and 2. So now I'm going to sew 3 and 4.
No, you don't have to.
No,
you don't have to do
it.
it.
The wonderful thing is, John, that's how we learn.
Yeah.
That is how
when I started at Sewing Quarter, our predecessor, or not our predecessor, the other place I worked, I only knew, because I thought, I'll just in for the dressmaking, because that's what I know. I knew nothing about quilting whatsoever.
So would you do it in 2s? Because obviously...
I now would do it in 2s, because it's the Jane Alcocks and the Lucy Brennans and the Joe, that's what they all do. So I've got it in my brain that's what
I'm going to do now.
But it's not right. People at home be going, don't be stupid.
But no, that's what we're saying, isn't it? It's not right or wrong. It's your way.
If it works,
for you,
then it's fine.
I think they're not too bad.
No, exactly.
But I can absolutely understand your point if you're doing it about 100 foot long.
And also, I'm just giving people an option.
Perfect.
Somebody might be tuning in for the very first time, going, that's how I have to do it. Whereas I'm just saying that some people don't.
I now am going to be doing that. And actually what you've done, John, is you've stopped me at a crucial point, which is amazing, because this one here is the only one along this row that you have to worry about.
Right.
Because it's got an intersection. So do you remember me saying that to the point where you might need to at some point iron it back the other way, because we're looking for that nestle, we're looking for that little nest. So we want one fabric to go one way and one fabric to go the other. And if you try and push it, there's a bit of resistance there. So that's what we're looking for. So it's a good job you did tell me. And before I do it, I'm actually going to check I've got them in the right order.
Yeah, I was going to say, because sometimes you might get the triangle going in the wrong direction, because that's almost like a flying geese, isn't it? That unit.
Oh, I've unpicked it so many times, John. I've unpicked it. And then what I would do, and again, please correct me if I'm wrong, I would start at the end where the nest is rather than work down to the nest.
Yes.
Because by the time I've got to it, it might have flown.
But if you've pressed it, the nest should stay all the way down, or finger pressed it at least.
I was finger pressing. I'm finger pressing. You've done it again. I've done it again, haven't I?
What have you done?
Well, because they're all going different ways. That's it. That's it. It is fun and games. So we're going to pop that down there. And then I'm just going to sew again with my scant 1/4 inch. I hope that has cleared that up.
Yeah, no, everyone says they're fine now with the scant 1/4 inch.
Yeah. It is quite confusing. And
not run out of thread.
I do love this machine.
Oh, no, is it snapped again?
I love this machine. No, I didn't have a long enough tail, John. That was self-inflicted, that one. But it's given me practice on because being a lefty, I do sometimes find the needle threaders a little bit difficult. This one I'm not having any trouble with. That's good. So I do love this machine. If you could just explain, John, why we don't do a reverse at either end, because I was always going, just do a reverse at either end to secure it. What was the reason?
So what you don't need to do a reverse. It's saving thread. And if you said you're thrifty, because if you think when you sew 2 squares together or 2 triangles together, there's going to be another seam. That's never the end. The only time it's the end is right at the very... If you think now, you've sewn all those together, you've gone over the end of every single seam with another seam, apart from the ones at the very, very edge.
Yeah.
So you don't really need to reverse backwards and forwards. And it's also getting used... Oh, it's also... I don't know what that was. It's also getting used to it because when you're quilting... You don't reverse when you're actually doing the quilting. You kind of just keep going on the quilting.
See, I'm learning so much. And you know what? I'm having a ball because I would be the first to admit I am not a quilter. I love it.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're piecing at the moment. You haven't quilted yet. No, no, no. I'm not being mean. I'm not being mean. I promise. Everyone's looking at me like, oh, don't be so mean, John. I didn't know this when I first started. What you've done there is piecing.
Right.
Right? You don't quilt until you put the 3 layers, the wad, the batting and the backing. So you will have done it on your one at home, but I made the same thing. I go, oh, look at this lovely quilt. And people go, that's not a quilt, John. That's a pieced piece. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
No, don't apologise. Stop apologising.
I will, because it's my quilt, John. It's my quilt.
It's not your quilt yet, 'cause you haven't quilted it yet.
So now, when you've done 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, so then we'll do these 2 and then...
That's it, yeah, brilliant. And it also, if you ever do a bargello, you know what, the bargello where you have to sew really, really, really long strips together.
Oh, yes.
If you try and do those in more than 2 in a row, the whole thing starts...
That makes absolutely
now,
perfect percent.
Some people do 1 and 2 together going that way,
Yeah.
2 and 3 together going upwards, 4, 5 and 6, so that you're alternating them, so that you're never going to cause banana ink, because then you end up with like 10 in a row.
No one wants bananas on their quilt.
No.
I love bananas, but
Not
no
at all.
one wants them on their quilt. There's a place for them, isn't there? And the quilt is not the place.
Unless it's got
John.
banana print on it. Unless you're using tulip pin,
yes.
monkey wrench, and then the bananas are very welcome.
Brilliant. So now I've done my... Yeah, that does look
Lovely.
very nice. That does look very nice.
Yeah.
So we're going to do exactly the same with the next row.
Yes.
So, and this one is much, much easier, John, because I'm just going to put that above for reference, because you've got your rectangles and you've got plain squares. No, I have got them, John.
I've got them, I promise.
I promise. I said I'd be more organised.
And the plain squares are 3-inch squares.
The plains are 3 inches.
Cut at 3 inches.
Cut 3 inches, and that's really super easy to cut. And then we put that one is going to be that way, and then that one is...
This is where you don't need me in the room. This is where you need to be in a quiet room on your own, because me just chattering...
No, absolutely fine. The amount of times I've gone, and it's always this one.
Yeah.
This is the one that always gets me, the one that makes the little bow. Always. I'm going, that doesn't look right, but and I can't see why. So all I'm going to do is sew 1 to 2.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm going to do with my scant 1/4 inch, John. You do learn something every day.
No, oh gosh, no, not at all.
You should learn something every day, though, John.
Oh dear.
You should.
That means we should. At my age, I should know an awful lot, but I don't. The trouble is, my mum used to be right. I can remember, like, you could be driving along the road on a Saturday, and there's that thing on Radio 2, and they have the top 20 from, like, obviously not longer than 40 years ago. But you can sing along, and then they suddenly go, and that was the top 20 of 37 years ago, and you're like, how have I remembered every single word of every single song? And yet I can't remember what was on the news earlier. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what I'm like.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're not on your own there, John. So
but it's frightening, isn't it? What your brain...
and
what memories, you can suddenly get a memory and think, why on earth have I remembered that one sentence of a whole, and yet something very dramatic, and you think, I don't remember that at all, you know what I mean?
Exams, no, I couldn't remember any of that. So now we're coming to a rectangle, and I am going to add that to that one. That's super easy.
Yeah.
And that's why it was so important to get that scant right, because this is pretending to be 2 squares. Right, I think what I'm doing, John, is I'm not starting in the right place. So that's all it was. It's not the machine. It was it was me playing silly people.
Yeah.
You can't be a bit silly on a Wednesday. Is it Wednesday today?
Yeah. Yes, I was in on Saturday, and they kept saying tomorrow Debbie Shaw's in, blah blah, and I was like, but who's in on Sunday? Who's on Sunday? They're like, tomorrow is Sunday, John.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Brilliant. So now I've
It's
done
Wednesday today, Paul.
5 and 6, so now I'm just going to add that to the end of that. I'm going to make them all from that. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to message you and tell you if it's made any difference to my quilting, because I'm sure it will. I can absolutely see the logic in that. Absolutely. I knew you'd put me straight, John.
Oh no, don't say that, because everyone will think I'm being mean.
Honestly, I love to learn. And
No, exactly.
And I would rather someone said, you know, there's an easier way to do that.
Well, it's not just easy, it's just, I thought you might get home and think, oh, I'm not doing it that way. But that's completely and utterly up to you. It's just having the choice to make the decision. Right, this middle section is different,
Right, so
isn't
this
it?
is different. And I just need... Yeah, this is different because these are done in rows, and these are done in rows, but they're done 2 together.
Yes.
So I'm just going to I'm going to have a look, and it goes that way. And
half the stock of these kits have gone, just so you know.
that
Oh
way.
yes,
so-
because you haven't got it. Yeah, it's really weird because all the others, you've got your purple one on the outside, haven't you? But this one, you've got no
Yes,
purple.
I've got nothing.
No,
and
no.
and to look at it, it all looks right until
Yes.
you think, no, that's not right. No, that's that one.
That's not right.
No, you're quite right. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And I kept sewing them and thinking something doesn't look right, but I couldn't work out why it didn't look right. And it's all in here. The instructions are really good. So now you're going to sew these first.
Yeah.
So we're going to sew them that way. But again, we have got the intersection. So I'm going to finger press them so I can nest them.
Yeah.
Very quiet in here, John, isn't it? They've gone now.
Concentrating, see, class. We're in class now.
Yeah, we're in class now, aren't we, John? Brilliant. Because my hands haven't got warm since earlier, so.
Oh no, I'll have to remember that next time we'll have to have it hot.
Oh
See,
no, because then I have a hot flash.
No, I'm having one of those right now.
Oh dear.
Comes with age.
Yeah.
You'll know when you get to 40.
Uh-oh.
We've got 10 minutes left on demo.
I'm nearly at 40, John. I'm nearly there.
Well, you're not had your hot flushes yet.
You do go backwards, don't you?
Yeah. Blood, we're going backwards. I'll be a teenager.
Me too. I'll be in the pram. Right, so, and then I'm going to do these two as well. Yeah, I'll be in the pram. But they are super, super fun. And as I say, when I first came here, I said, I'm not a quilter. I don't do quilts. And now it's like, yes, send them to me, send them to me. I love doing them.
Yeah.
And as I said earlier, it's something you can either spend a whole evening and just lose yourself in, or just do a couple of bits an evening.
But I think all sewing is that it's all about mindfulness. It's all about, you know, I'm not going to go on about what's going on in the world, but we've all got a lot to worry about at the moment. And just having a couple of hours of sewing where you don't have to think about the world, you don't have to think about what problems you've got, you just get on and you just do it, you enjoy it. And it just, I think it's very, very, especially now that we have that time of mindfulness for ourselves, sort of thing, and our families and things.
And every time it gets me that you've got something really plain and boring and then you turn it into something amazing like that. So I've just ironed those, and at this moment in time it doesn't matter which way I do them because they're not affecting any others.
Yeah.
And there's no dark side to sew on because they're both light. So then I'm just going to put this one to this one.
Yeah.
And again, there's nothing, just as long as you just match them. And if you want to pin, John, you can. For something this small, I wouldn't pin, but then when you start getting bigger, then I definitely would.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely. Well, I always pin the where the squares join together because that's where the eye. If you have a major problem, that's where the eye is drawn to.
It's going
Unless
to,
you're Victoria Carrington and she sews a button on where her corners don't meet, she sews a button on.
Oh, I like that idea. I'd have buttons everywhere.
Yeah.
And then all we're going to do is do that one. So and that one actually, I've just noticed is directional actually, John. But
this one here, the rose garland one,
yes,
this one here
it
is a
is.
directional one. I'll just show you here.
But because it's such small print, you can get away with it.
Jeremy? Jeremy? Don't be listening to Paul witching on. Look at his shot. You've forgotten what we were saying about this. This was we were saying has got a direction, this one. But it really doesn't matter. You chop it.
It really doesn't
Thank
matter.
you, Jeremy.
It really doesn't matter. It really, really doesn't matter. So
Shelley says every day's a school day. It is, Shelley.
Honestly,
it is indeed.
it is. It
Clint says that all the time.
absolutely is.
Someone's put Carol. Carol, I thought you'd gone. Carol said goodbye once. She's come back now going, Wendy is such a lovely lady.
Did she mean that or did she mean mad?
No, Wendy is a lovely person. Bernie's put, Wendy, you're a lovely lady. I enjoy your demos.
Apart from when
Glennis has put, no, we need you, John. Did I say I was going?
Oh, where are you off to, John? Where are you off to? Now, OK then, John.
Yeah.
I'm having my masterclass.
Yes.
I was just about to do that to that.
No,
Would
no,
you?
that goes to that
OK,
one.
lovely. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I'm only going by what I've been taught.
Do you know
by.
what? I'm being taught by you, so I don't care.
No, but I learned from the best.
I'd pay a lot of money for that, wouldn't I?
Yeah,
I'm getting it free. I'm getting it free. You know what I'm doing? What I'm doing is I'm not leaving a long enough tail each time I start.
Yes.
And then that's all I'm doing.
What you need is a thread catcher then. You need to have a thread catcher at the end of each one.
It's user error today. It's just, it's not the machine. It's me playing silly people. Right, so that's what you would do. You would do that. Now, brilliant.
Oh, Marina's watching. She's in the car park watching us. Oh, Marina. She's not driving. She's not driving.
So she might be waiting for something. Well, she will be waiting for something in the car park.
Yeah, she's waiting for her dad. Her dad's in hospital today, so she's waiting for her dad.
Yeah, it's doing it. It does. Every time I stop, it decides to shoot back up. But that is me not bringing it out, John. But I'm having a ball with this because, as I say, I'm not really very good with the needle threaders normally. Because
I hate needle threaders, I have to say.
And every time, this is just a dream. I haven't I don't know if you saw. I'm allowed to choose a machine, but I haven't chosen one yet.
What do you mean you're allowed to choose a machine?
For my birthday.
Oh.
Yes, hubby.
Oh, hubby. I thought you meant here. I was going to say what? We could choose our machines. That's nice. Thank you, Neil.
Don't say that. Neil's having kittens out
They
there.
can't. What? They haven't got the telly on. They can't hear us.
No, they have.
Oh, they have now.
Yeah, they have. They have.
Oh, now I know they're watching. I've got to behave myself. Oh.
That'd be boring, John, wouldn't it?
This is me behaving myself. Anyway.
We got there in the end. So
no, you
now,
haven't finished yet.
No, but now we've got all of our pieces. I'm just going to press them.
Yeah.
So now, am I doing it right, sir? If I do that one to that one, then are we? How do you do it?
I would do one and two together.
One and
press
two.
them.
Yeah, one and two.
Together.
Yeah. And then,
right? And then I do the bottom two together,
which I have done.
Yeah, and the middle one, and then you sew what that would then
to
become.
That and that to that.
I don't know what the reasoning behind it is. Apart from that, they always say you do it bananas if you do that. So,
so what I'm doing with this one, I'm doing one way.
Yeah.
Because I'm folding the material back one way, and then I should do it the opposite way on the other, so I get that nest every time.
Yeah, and it's important because you've got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections all going together.
And pin. This is the one where I would pin.
Yeah.
Would you? So I've done. So
Okay,
I've got to go and start. Oh.
We'll have a look now.
Yeah, you'll have a look how I pin it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure on me today.
No, there's no pressure because all of the ladies and gentlemen that we've had quilters here all do it differently.
Right.
So I'm not going to tell you none of it's right or wrong sort of thing, but I'm just interested to see how you do it. I followed the Lucy Brennan class.
Right.
The way I do it is the Lucy Brennan and Jane Alcock way.
Yeah.
The way they do it, but I'll just see the way you do it first.
Right, so now we've got the top one and row number 2, and you need to check because obviously I've done them. I've ironed them that way, so I'm going to be turning it around. So because I want my little, I think they look like little butterflies.
I think the block is called the bow tie block, isn't it?
Oh,
When
it's
like
lovely.
That. I think that's what
and
it's
then
right
sides together.
Okay.
And then you're going to pin your seams. See, I would nest.
Yeah, you'd pin the nest.
Yeah. Oh, I see what I'm actually going to do with the pins.
Yes.
Have you got any Google? Can I quickly Google?
No. Other things are available. Yahoo and Bing. Okay, I'll tell you.
I'm left-handed,
Yes.
so this is what I would do.
So have you got it going through the seam on both sides? That's what a lot of people do.
Right.
Right?
Yes,
What
okay.
other people do is they nest it and then they put the pin diagonally across the junction. I can't come over and show you. And that stops it slipping. But you've got to make sure that the middle of your pin is exactly on the middle of the... But it's the same as if you pin it straight your way, you've got to get the seam that you've got on the top matching the seam underneath, haven't you?
I'm going to give myself, when I get home, I'm going to give myself a little I'm going to give a John Scott masterclass.
The thing is, you've obviously done it because I can't see any odd corners on that whole quilt. So it's not like you've arrived and I've gone, oh my God,
goodness, just get this woman out here.
There's no corners. I can't see any corners. So whatever system you used.
Okay, my job is done here. I've got the approval of John.
Another 4 minutes. Yeah.
I've got the approval of John. I'm done.
No. It's brilliant. It's considering you don't class yourself as a quilter. It's only the second one you've done for us. Do you know what I mean? It's brilliant.
But they are, as I say, they are so much fun. I know we're jesting, but they are a lot of fun.
Yeah, but you could go I'm not being funny, but you could have gone very, very wrong with it because there's an awful lot of corners, like half square triangles. There's an awful lot of corners, so it could have gone. Over the place.
It could have gone belly up, couldn't it? It could.
If you got Jeremy to do it, it wouldn't have looked anything like that.
Why'd you call him Jeremy?
It's his name.
Is it? His real
Jeremy
name?
Joe. No, it's when we first started working together, I was convinced somebody it said, John, this is Jeremy, this is John. So he became Jeremy Joe.
Oh.
And then there's another one you'll meet called Munch, because he's as little as a munchkin.
I've not met. What's his real name?
Liam. He doesn't look like a
met
Liam, at
Liam.
all. Have you met Liam?
Yeah, but I'm not going to call
He
him
sometimes
lunch.
works here as a... What's he do? Producing or directing? I can't remember. Producing. And then there's Kat, who's Jeremy's sister.
Yeah, we won't even go there.
No, and... we know Little Paul, obviously. And you met Hannah, producer Hannah.
Yes.
Why you call Little Paul? Because where we used to work, there was just one Little Paul.
Yeah.
Because we used to have a big Chris and a little Chris. So when Paul arrived, we called, oh, you're Little Paul. But then when we moved from
that's
Rox
where we
and
got
Co,
the
I
name
did say to
from.
him, if you don't want me to call you Little Paul at the new place, then I won't. And he was like, no, I'm fine with that. So everyone knows him as Little Paul.
But he is little.
He is little.
He's about...
And you know what they say, better things come in small packages.
Good
Paul,
to hear.
compliment.
That was a compliment.
He's not used to it, you see. Oh, have you ever met Paul's mum? Paul's mum's adorable.
Oh, is she?
Oh, she's absolutely fantastic.
Right, so we've done that side. So now we're going to do...
How many minutes have we got, Paul?
The middle.
2 minutes.
Oh, 2 middle.
1 minute. 1 minute. Okay.
1 minute?
Yeah.
I had good... I thought I was going to finish this one because
You are almost.
I'm nearly done. But it is, honestly, this one is such a fun one. I'm going to go for some super speedy
Yeah, go
sewing,
for it,
and I am.
I'm a bit worried about what's going on upstairs.
I heard that earlier. I heard that.
Oh, is Munch watching? Oh, Munch is watching. I thought he was on holiday. No, he wasn't. He was going to Montenegro because his mum, right? This is what's frightening, right?
Yeah.
Munch's mum is younger than me. Not that she doesn't look younger than me, but like I think Munch is 47, right? So how is his mum younger than me? But that's by the by. They were supposed to go away for Munch's mum's birthday to Montenegro or something like that because with everything that's going on, they can't go. So they were going to a farmhouse in Staffordshire or something like that.
Yeah.
So I thought that's where they were now.
But he's not. Well, he could be there. He could be there watching.
He's messaging because he's Jeremy's flatmate. They share a housemate now. They don't have a flat; they have a house now. It's all interlinked. Yes.
So then we just sew the bottom one on.
Yep. And then that'll be it.
That's a very pretty colourway. Have I done that colourway before? You can see how many ends I've got because I said you cut your ends as you go. But
as a dressmaker, I do.
Yeah.
Not as a quilter.
Right.
Or piecer.
So that's another thing that I've got a black mark for because I cut them as I go.
Oh no, there's no. I think you should because I think you should, as a dressmaker, you press every seam as you're going along because you want it to look immaculate.
Yeah.
I'm just lazy because I just think, I can chop all those off afterwards. And also, if you're going to put it on a piece of wadding, they're going to be hidden anyway, aren't they?
Oh yeah, that's a good point, isn't it?
Because if you line a jacket, you don't cut all the threads away inside. Like,
do you not?
No.
Oh, that's just shattered my illusions.
Sorry, we all have our foibles. But if I was making a wedding dress, every thread would get cut at the end of every.
Have you made a wedding dress?
I used to do it all. They were my. When I worked in theatre, that's how I paid my wedding.
Wow. I've done it. I've actually.
Okay, we have to stop you, so let's just open that out. Have a look at that from upstairs, Jeremy.
I haven't ironed it.
Brilliant. No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. When are you back?
The end of the month.
End of the month. End of the month she's back. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. Right, I've got to be very, very quick. The bundle is this. You get 3.5 metres of the ivory. You get 1 metre of the purple. You get 0.5 metre of the 4 other fabrics. I'll just wait for Jeremy to catch up. There you go. Yeah, so 3.5, 1, half. You get your pattern, which is very, very thorough. £68.99, and way more than half the stock has gone. The fabrics are not available by the half metre here at Sewing Street. That's what we were saying, wasn't it? Is that it? Oh, now he's rushed us and we've got 2 minutes left. Never mind. Right, remember, if you're going to go and have a look at what's coming up next. I've forgotten what's coming up next. From yesterday morning, replay from yesterday morning, fabulous fabrics from yesterday morning. What I would do now that we're not gone on live, and if you watched yesterday, go and have a look on the website, because now that split pay is here, anything over £149, you get 3 pay, split pay, and anything over £799, you get 5. And it's such a brilliant thing. There's no interest charge or anything like that. It has to be on a single item. You can't put lots of things in your basket to kind of add them up to £150. It has to be on one item. You can't use it on a no P&P day, and you can't use it with any other voucher code or anything like that. Let's have a look at tomorrow's menu. It's not me tomorrow, it's Vix tomorrow. There you go. Coming up with Vix tomorrow, 8 a.m. sewing room stash and split pay bundles. Oh, I don't know what, I've just contradicted myself then. Sew Different Layer Dress Launch with Faye Clements. Machines and Tools at 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock, So Many Dresses Book with Faye Clements. And 12 o'clock, now is that a live or is that a recorded? That's a repeat. 12 o'clock is repeat. Vix is watching now. She'd be like, I'm doing 5 hours. I'm going to find out about that first hour because I was definitely told that split pay was on individual, unless it's a quilt kit that's over £149, then that'll be split pay, won't it? Anyway, it's time for me to go. Thank you ever so much for coming in. And please don't think I was being bossy.
I've learned so much today.
Oh, good. Brilliant. I'll be back on Saturday. I'm on with Mark on Saturday. You know Mark from Great British Sewing Bee, Mark Francis. So what? Are they going, I know I am, definitely. I'll see you then. Enjoy the repeat show now, and I'll see you on Saturday morning.